313, live 105.3. J.D. Ryan is here. Dan O'Malley, Eddie Boyd, KLLI Foot Traffic. And a visiting Dan Lewis. With us today. He came back Tuesday. Dan was here Wednesday. Today's Thursday. How's he doing on his third day?
Doing all right. A little late today.
Late for what?
Well, normally we want him back here about 2. I think he was here about 2:40, 2:45.
He was late on his third day in?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't think I enjoy that, Monty.
Maybe something came up. Who knows?
Well, what did he say? Why did he say he was late?
He didn't say anything.
Just came in late?
Just came in the door. Eddie would know better the time, if it matters.
Go fetch me, Dan.
Like a squealer.
You gotta know this stuff. Yes, Owen?
Hey, Russ, I called you yesterday and told you my wife was going to take a polygraph test.
Yes.
And I just want to say, first of all, thanks for having that type of stuff out there so people like me can finally find out the truth. My wife failed miserably.
She did?
Yes, sir, she did. And now it's time to put my adult hat on and pack up my things and go.
What were the questions you had her asked?
It was a bunch of them. One of them was, have you ever had any sex with any other person besides myself?
Mm-hmm.
And within the last 3 years, and she failed. And then she had another question: has she been faithful through our entire marriage? And apparently, she says she passed that one. I can't remember what that lady told me, but she failed the majority of the rest of them. So,
hold on a second, Owen. Why were you late?
I wasn't.
What time did you guys tell him to be here?
2 o'clock?
Last time I told him, I said 2.
What time did you get here?
About 15 to 3.
That's late.
When I talked to you on the phone before I came back the first day, I said, what time do you want me there? You said, I'd get here about 2:30.
That was the first day.
And you haven't told me anything different since.
You guys didn't tell him anything different?
Yeah, I did.
When?
Yesterday when we were talking about cutting promo.
2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Why was you late?
Not that I heard.
All right, I'll let that one go to miscommunication. Hold on, I'm talking with Owen.
Okay.
hello?
Yes?
Anyway, I appreciate you having that stuff out there, though, Russ. And I enjoyed the show.
Well, I'm sorry things turned out that way. What did your wife say? Did she deny any of it?
Yeah, she denied it all. She still says that she hasn't been messing around. And you know, like I told her, the Li Detector, apparently it's not going to lie.
Well, they're not 100%, but you get a pretty good vibe on something.
Right. And not, like I said,
and you know what? If she was lying, why would she go take the test? She knew she was going to get popped on something.
Yeah. Well, I commend her for going up there to begin with. I didn't think she would follow through with it, but you know, I got to give her enough guts for going and doing it to begin with. But,
she may have been hoping she could beat it.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably right. She was probably hoping she could beat it. And I did find out that when she was gone, at one particular time over the Thanksgiving holiday, she went out to a bar and had a beer, but she neglected to tell me that.
Why can't she go to a bar?
She can go to a bar, but it's who she's at the bar with.
What made you think she was doing something to begin with?
Just little hints here and there. I mean, phone records, hiding phone records. You pick up on stuff. You have your gut feeling on things.
If this is the guy that called yesterday, didn't he say she was pregnant?
I don't know.
Yeah, she had a tubular pregnancy, and apparently that one passed. It was my kid, but
baby's in your fallopian tube and never passes down the channel into the birth canal.
So she didn't have it?
She didn't have it.
Oh, okay. She got pregnant, didn't have it.
No, she almost died on it.
Okay.
But
and that's right. You've had a vasectomy.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. But you haven't been back to check your sperm count.
No, sir, I haven't. I'm going to go. I want to go ahead and make an appointment and go in and get checked.
That would have been the first thing I would have done.
Yes.
Because we've all been. Dan, you've been.
I was first. Actually, JD was first years ago, but then with Dr. Fettner, I went to test him out for you.
Yeah. And we've all been neutered, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Except for Everett.
Mm-hmm.
We should really get him done.
Just hold him down.
We should.
Yeah.
But he might have genius progeny.
Is it really worth a trade-off? Think about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, Owen.
And the only thing that makes me mad about the whole thing is that
I don't really care. Actually, at one point, I thought about having the, and it's got nothing to do with L.A. That's just radio shtick. But I thought about a reversal. If I met some chick that would be my trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to be the perfect relationship, and if that's all she wants is a kid, whatever.
I like to see it. I like to see you as a dad. It would be really,
honest to God.
Honest to God, you really would be I think you'd be a good dad. You'd be very strict.
I have no patience. And you got to have. I've been around Dan's kid.
It's different.
Will.
Mm-hmm.
In his
Toddler phase.
Sure.
Where they cry and they like to do a lot of stuff and they run around and they
do that for a lot longer than toddler.
Yeah.
They're like
They're still
little
doing
bunnies. They just don't stop.
I couldn't do it. I honest to God don't think I could.
You learn. You learn patience. It would be.
And the whole time that you guys were raising the kids, especially you still now, Dan, because Will's only, 5?
4.
Whatever.
He's your godson, by the way. If Laura,
nobody ever told me that.
Yes.
You did not.
When he was born. You agreed to be his godfather.
I never did.
Yes, you did.
Anybody remember
when
that?
When you held him it wasn't on the air. It was in the hospital room.
I never. Are you doing this to keep this job? Don't even. I see what you're doing.
When you came to the hospital to visit Laura and you held him in your arms, you swore to be his godfather.
I never did.
Wow.
I never did.
We said we'd like you to be Will's godfather.
Why? You got
because
friends?
his birthday is only 2 days. His birthday is only 2 days different from yours.
Wait a minute. Isn't a godfather responsible for something? If something
Laura
happens
and I
life?
both die, you get him.
Yeah.
You don't get the 17-year-old. She'll be old enough to be on her own. So
that's all right. I really don't remember this conversation.
Yes. In the hospital room in Las Colinas.
How did the conversation go? Did you sneak it past me when I wasn't really paying attention?
No, but you were probably feeling kind of warm and fuzzy at the time because you were holding a baby. And you got that.
Was he drinking at all?
Nope.
No, this
was in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I make a face like I drink in the morning.
We used to a lot.
That's when we were working in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Well,
idiot.
We were on in the morning when he was born.
Yeah, I guess we were. It was October of 2000, right?
Yeah.
Legally, I'm not bound to anything, am I?
I don't believe so. Just morally.
That's worse, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No, not really.
It's bound upon your eternal soul.
You don't even believe in souls. How dare you?
No, but you do.
And throwing around souls. Wow.
So if I don't take him, am I going to make the baby Jesus cry?
Yeah.
I don't want that. What do you get? So what? I don't really take the kid. I just have to oversee something, right?
You become his guardian.
I just have to make sure he gets a good home.
No, you take responsibility for my child.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I can't just oversee his well-being at the Buckner Children's Home?
No, and you can't give him the goodwill or anything like that.
That's a nice place.
It's very nice.
Yeah, they got bunks, and they got, that one year my dad took them that horse that they ate.
They didn't eat the horse. Quit it.
That horse ain't there.
Years ago, the horse died.
You don't know he died from heat exposure.
That reminds me, I'm going to go out there this Christmas. I always used to volunteer, and then I got away from it every year.
I don't want to go out there and make me sad.
It makes you sad, but also makes you appreciate what you have. It's really a good experience. It will make you a little sad.
Sounds like a good idea. Be sure and take some pictures.
I certainly will. Didn't expect you to go.
I've been out there before.
I know you have. Years ago.
Didn't you say your father kept just dropping you off at the gate?
I think and that was a conversation one day because people started calling in saying their parents did the same thing. If you grew up anywhere in East Dallas and you were being a jackass, your parents would drop you off in front of the Buckner Children's Home and go, all right, that's it, see ya. You pissed me off for the last time. Get out.
So traumatic for a kid.
I think he did it to Mark and me at the same time. Right there at the corner of Buckner and, is it Samuel?
What's the name of that street? John West.
No, John West is further up.
You're right.
Well, we know where it is.
Yeah.
Would he just make a block and come back?
Sometimes.
Well, what was the worst thing? How long did he leave you out there?
18 months.
No, he didn't. No.
He'd always make the block. Yeah. I think he only did it to us a couple of times.
That's plenty.
Because he'd open the door and go, get out. It's like we'd be making noise going to church or something like that. Sure. It seems like every time he dropped us off, it was on a Sunday.
Praise the Lord and throw my kids out of the car.
Yeah, get out of the car. You're going to live there for a while until you appreciate what you got. Why can't I leave him there?
Because he would be your sole responsibility. You'd have to raise my child. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen to me.
Oh, Lord.
What about your daughter? She's almost 18. Shut up, Eddie.
Well, she's about to leave for college, so she'll be on her own.
Well, you'd want Will to be with family instead of me. Don't you have closer friends?
No, you're it.
I know what you're doing.
What?
I know exactly what you're doing. I don't fall for these things.
I'm not doing a thing. This is something that you promised 4 years ago.
I didn't promise nothing.
Yes, you did.
See the paper. I know what he's doing.
I know. Well, that's what appears.
You do what you do. Do what you want to do with this job. I just appreciate the fact that you're my child's godfather. Have another song when I hear it?
Certainly. Good. Get you out of this mood
I just can't believe something like that happened.
Well,
and how would I forget? That's a pretty big deal. If somebody makes you their child's godfather, you'd remember that.
You think you're caught up in the moment. I can see the warm fuzzy.
I didn't even want to. I did not want to hold him. They pushed him off on me.
You were scared you were going to drop it.
Oh, man. Broccoli?
Black-eyed peas.
Lovely.
With bacon bits.
Mm. Very nice.
They're quite stinky.
Clearly.
Good. You don't have anybody else you're closer to? Can I transfer this off?
No, this is kind of non-transferable.
I think it is, isn't it? Mm-mm. There's supposed to be a godmother in there?
Unless you die first.
Maybe worth it.
No. Just a minute ago, you were saying you could thinking about getting your vasectomy reversed. You thought about having a kid, but I guess that would be with a mother that you choose.
Yeah. My kid, I would tolerate it because it would be my flesh and blood. That would be my incentive not to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
With Dan's, I have no incentive.
Except it's your godchild.
Ain't related.
Wow.
Get my... That's the wrong one. That's Shantae. Here we go.
Okay.
What?
What is the dance? What is that dance? That's worse than when you did it at La Bear. Jesus.
I kind of like this one. Watch. Here we go. Bomb sides. You know your show took a big nosedive. I screwed it up already. Dancing throws me off.
I understand.
sides. You know, your show took a big nosedive. You was hoping it would take you just a little further down the line. Soup line. Eddie. Really thought I'd make it further than that.
Really, he's gone.
What, Dan?
It's only $3.29. You already got the promo.
Okay. All right. I have to start again. All right. This song's kind of hard on my timing.
I see.
Your show took a big nosedive. You was hoping it would take you just a little further down the line. Soup line. That's the way you spend your time. To keep your stomach from aching, you lick a Japanese from behind. Smelling those Asian farts. Eating them yellow Pop-Tarts. You'll have to enjoy the with your face and MSG stool. Thank you. That's all I have.
That's a good one.
I'll finish it later.
Okay.
You're still in the soup line, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll do news now.
Okay.
All right. Damn, why don't you go back to the office?
All right.
For a second.
Of all the lines, I thought we'd get Eddie. I thought it would be the Asian farts.
Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't get past soup line. That was the stopper.
Yeah, Gary?
Yeah, I had to go back to work yesterday. How did Dan's lie detector test go?
Hang on. I think we still got the results in here. I go through this pretty quick. Do you really think your radio show on the station was good? He said no, and he passed. Did you have inappropriate sexual relations with a female in Mexico in 2000? He said yes, and he passed. Do you know the finger incident?
Yes.
Okay. He didn't even finger anybody good.
No, he certainly didn't.
I know exactly who he got.
Right.
She's a atypical radio groupie. Comes out to all the different things. Looks like she's had 3 or 4 kids.
Right.
Nasty, saggy cans.
Mm.
It's probably got Dan's finger fit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, let's see what else. Let's see. Have you ever cheated on your wife other than that instance? He said no, and he passed. Did you really think that your radio show was good? He said no, and he passed. Do you want your own radio show again? He said yes, and he passed. Let's see, that one's not important. Did you really think that riding a stick horse at Six Flags was an acting job? He said yes, and he passed. Do you think that your co-hosts were the problem with your overnight radio show? He said yes, and he passed. So he's blaming his failure on them.
Yes.
The squirrels.
Yeah. Do you think that you're smarter than Russ? He said yes, and he passed. Did you this is the one that I've been waiting for 3 years. Did you tell your wife the fingering in Mexico incident was a bit? Because I've always contended he knew it was going to get on the air.
Mm-hmm.
So he just went home and went, hey, we set this up in Mexico. Here's what we're going to say.
A little preemptive strike.
Right. I didn't really. Did you tell your wife the fingering thing in Mexico was a bit? He said no, and he passed. So obviously he told her. He told her the truth.
There'd be... I just think of the fallout if I'd go home and tell Joy something like that.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Because you know it wasn't just the finger incident. You had to kiss her. There had to be a little foreplay leading up to it. You just don't walk up to somebody with your great big Yule finger and go...
No, you don't. It's the whole thing of going back to the hotel room, premeditated.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Is delivering pizza at night scary? He said no, and he passed. Has your wife ever said you make me sick? He said no, and he passed. Is Russ the reason you can't get a job in radio? He said no, and he passed. Do you hate Russ's success? He said no, and he passed. Let's see what else. That one's not important. Do you see Russ as a stepping stone to bigger things? He said yes, and he passed. Do you hate JD more than Russ? He said yes, and he passed. While you were out looking for a job, did you ever have to eat dog food? He said no, and he passed. Do you think with time you could do a better radio show than Russ? He said no, and he failed.
Oh.
And that's really the last important one. So overall, yeah, give him what, like an 85?
Yeah.
You were going to grade it on a percentage? Mm-hmm. So I'd say you did okay.
What are the chances now staying?
I don't know. I'm concerned that he came in at 2:30. But he said that's when he thought he was supposed to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
maybe if you get lucky. Maybe if you get lucky, he'll go first, and you can just help Laura raise Willem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because both of them, something's got to happen to both of them before I have to step in, right?
That's correct.
All right. Thanks, Gary. I don't remember that ever happening in that hospital room. I would remember that. And why would he pick me? He's got other people that he's closer to. He's got family. He's got the guys he did the radio show with.
I think he's closer to them. I really don't. You've been around for, since high school?
I haven't been around him nonstop since high school.
That's true.
Like 10 years before I saw him again after we graduated. We didn't really run together in high school.
Right.
I had other friends I went catting around with.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just threw that in just because the timing's right. I don't think that happened 4 years ago.
To solidify the deal?
Mm-hmm.
You certainly wouldn't.
You can't fire me. You're the grandfather or the godfather of my son. That's pretty devious.
Yeah, I don't know that he did that.
I would remember something like that.
Seems like you would. That's pretty important.
Well, I ain't taking it.
Well, that's an odd place to do it, too, just because everybody's caught up in the emotion. Normally, that's something you sit down months before a baby's born and say, hey, we have a proposal we'd like to ask you. And think about it for a few days and come back. It's not something you do with the passion of the moment.
And the other thing is, does that sound like something I would say yes to?
No.
If something happens to both of us, would you take our kid? Why?
That's exactly what you would say.
And what do I get out of it?
You get to raise their child.
I don't see no prize pack there. What, Eddie?
Did he give you a gift at all when it happened? Or any time just thereafter saying, you're the godfather of my child, here's a gift for being that?
No.
It didn't take.
Oh, he's got to give me something?
Within just a few days.
Oh, no, I didn't get nothing. Good. Loophole.
Loophole.
Yeah. So if something happens to Dan and Laura, the Buckner Children's Benevolence Thingy-Wop is a fine, fine place.
I'm sure he's got other family. that can take care of it.
Yeah, Dan's mother's still alive.
Right.
Laura still has family. Plenty of people that should have that. He's not going to give that kid to me.
No.
He's just doing that. He's just doing that to solidify his job about coming back. There's not a chance in hell he's going to give me that kid.
Odd time to bring it up.
It's not an odd time.
Know what I mean?
It's a very appropriate time. You don't like the line of the smelling Asian farts?
Yes, I did.
Eating the yellow Pop-Tarts.
I like that one.
Maybe laugh at the computer.
Very good.
All right. Ready for news?
Yep.
Can we do it? Okay. All right, 3:39, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. Brought to us by Miller Lite by the Outback Steakhouse.
This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite. No need to walk about this holiday when you give Outback Steakhouse gift certificates in $10, $25, and $50 denominations. They're the perfect fit. Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
And by the North Texas Gun Show, Eddie will be there Saturday, Big Town Convention Center in Mesquite. He'll be there noon to 2. I have thousands of guns, knives, ammos, hunting equipment, and more. Also lots of free parking on Saturday.
Hold on a second. Yeah, Andrea?
I just wanted to say that I'm the godmother to my niece, and we had to have legal paperwork drawn up so that I would get her legally if something happened to my sister and my brother-in-law. So,
yeah, so don't
none
of
no
this.
Legal paperwork, you don't have any rights or anyway.
I don't have any obligations.
No.
Just because somebody say we'd like you to do this, right. There has to be other things that have to fall into place.
Yeah, it has to be legally done. Or in our case, it was legally done. So I imagine everybody else has the same set of rules. So.
I knew I smelled a screw job.
There's got to be something written down. Can't just be words passed.
Yeah, there is no way in that hospital.
Laura die
yeah, thank you. There's no way in that hospital room. He said, "We want you." Laura would never want me to be the godfather of that kid.
Hey, was she awake?
Let me think. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Laura doesn't like me.
She does like you.
No, she don't.
Yes. Why would Laura not like you?
She thinks I've been holding the Dan down.
That is. How in God's name have you held him down?
Held him back from getting his own show.
In the number 5 market in the country with absolutely positively no previous experience whatsoever.
I'm sure that she held me responsible. So there's no way she was going to give me that kid. I want him now.
No, you don't.
I want the kid.
Have the kid.
I don't even want them to die. I just want the kid.
Why?
To be an ass.
Yeah, certainly would be. You can't get the kid. Can't. I don't think legally they'd give you the child without some kind of legal paperwork. A lawyer's can look at that and go, "What happened? Where?"
I'll take it.
No, you won't.
I'll dip him in glue and put hair all over him.
You won't.
I got to do schnauzer.
No, you won't. Schnauzer?
Yeah, that dog's walking around on his hind legs.
Talking.
Yeah, that dog talks. Yeah, shush. Barnum's coming over later. Shut up. Hold on, here's one more. Yes, Larry.
The baptism is where the thing is actually sanctified. The hospital room conversation it started the deal rolling, but until the baptism and it's sanctified and blessed by the church and your name is on the record.
Oh, that's right, because when we do christenings here in the studio and we've done baptisms, we always ask who the godfather, godmother is.
And then ultimately you're not actually responsible for raising the child unless there is no family left. That would be up to the courts. And if there was absolutely no blood relative whatsoever, then you would be responsible. But your responsibility under that thing would be to assure that the child was raised the way Dan intended. And that would be it. And that would be an overseer if there were blood relatives involved.
Mm-hmm. So do I actually get reimbursed for my gas money?
Now that I don't know about.
What? Driving him over to the Buckner Children's Home?
No. For taking the kid.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Larry.
You're not driving him anywhere. You're out of this deal.
I want the kid now.
You can't have him.
Want a toddler.
You don't want a toddler. A kid running around in circles, screaming, grabbing stuff.
They do that?
Yes.
I don't want that thing.
They do all kinds of things.
At what point do they become manageable?
Well, once they get into school and they start getting an understanding of social groupings.
You mean school like kindergarten?
Kindergarten.
Or the first grade?
Kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Then they understand.
I gotta wait till they're 6 or 7 to pull their heads out?
Yeah, that's still, they still throw fits at that age, but at least they get an idea of a social structure, and there is a quiet time when an adult says, listen, you listen, because they see other kids doing it, so they learn, hey, this is actually how we all get along. Up till 4 or 5. If they get tired, it's a fit. If they get hungry and you didn't see it coming, it's a fit. If they get too tired, like I said, late at night, they can hit a wall, and it's screaming and crying until they go to sleep. That's mostly around 3. By about 4, they're kind of over that. 5 is a lot more manageable.
Maybe I could just adopt.
You could. Or find a chick that's got a 2-year-old, 3-year-old.
I'll adopt that sales guy, Brad.
No, he's cute. I saw him today. I know.
Just adopt him.
No. Can't adopt an adult.
Sleep with daddy.
No. God. No.
Okay.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
All right, for Thursday, December 4th, 2003, Tyra Banks is 30 today. Jeff Bridges turns 54. Max Berry Jr., our buddy from the Beverly Hillbillies, is 66 today. And Wink Martindale is 69.
We should call Max.
Lawyers for that. Yeah, 66. Oh, Lord.
Except he's going to want to talk.
All day.
Dan, hunt down the number for Jethro, Max Bear. We'll just make it quick. You'll answer the phone, I'll say happy birthday, and I'll hang up.
No, you won't.
So will.
No, you won't. You won't. We had to hide from him last time he was here. We had to come in here, turn the lights off, and all lay on the floor.
He was not going to leave the studio.
No.
It's like we wrap up the interview. Thanks for swinging by. Have a good time in Shreveport, because that's where he was going, and he kept standing here. Finally, we had to say, hey, the other radio station, because there's another one here in the building, they'd like to have you on. Go and record some announcements for them, stuff like that. So he was gone for, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Then he came back here to the studio to come back on the air. That's when we locked the door and laid on the floor.
I know. Sad. Such a nice guy.
I know it. Go ahead.
Lawyers for the man who shot President Reagan said Thursday that psychiatrists support letting unsupervised John Hinckley Jr. leave a mental hospital for visits with his parents. Government attorneys insisted the would-be assassin is still dangerous and is trying to deceive his doctors. Hinckley, who's now 48, has been in the hospital since he was acquitted in 1982 by reason of insanity in the shooting of Reagan. Of course, Press Secretary James Brady, and 2 law enforcement officers. Reagan was nearly killed, and Brady was permanently disabled. Hinckley said he shot Reagan, of course, to impress Jodie Foster. In closing arguments attended by Hinckley, his lawyer said Hinckley's mental illness was in remission and that he would no longer pose a threat on such visits. Hinckley is sure to be watched, they say, by the Secret Service, which has shadowed him when he leaves the hospital grounds on supervised trips to a theater, to a shopping mall, and to a bowling alley. Government lawyer Robert Chapman maintained that Hinckley remained a threat and was hiding his true mental condition from his psychiatrist. They noted that he had stopped reading and writing, the 2 activities that help professionals determine his mental health before.
Let him out. Reagan don't remember it anyway.
No, that's not the point.
It is the point.
It is not the point. He tried to kill our president.
Yeah, but Reagan don't know that.
We know that.
In fact, there was a story on CNN today that I think it came from People. There was a news source, either like the New York Times or People magazine or something like that, that said Reagan is to the point to where he doesn't know anybody in the family. He can't feed or clean himself. So he just lays around, and Nancy takes care of him. And now the family's worried about Nancy's health because she didn't go anywhere. She sits with him all the time. I don't know why. He didn't know it.
You just do. That's so sad.
He's 92. I don't know how old she is.
I think she's 8 years younger.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Search is underway for a man in a deadly hit-and-run Wednesday night. Happened in the 2200 block of Irving Boulevard. Police say a man hit and killed another man while trying to run down his ex-girlfriend. Police believe the suspect was driving a white 1987 Chevrolet van with a crushed windshield. Dallas County now leads the country in flu cases with more than 100,000 reported. 3 deaths in this case. 3 of them have been fatal. Children's Medical Center has treated half of those reported cases, and officials there warn the epidemic will likely get worse. While older people and young children are the most vulnerable to flu, doctors report that even healthy people are getting the flu this year because the virus is so serious and so widespread. 16-year-old girl from Denison died on Monday from the flu, and 2 children have also died. So far to date, the Dallas County Health Department has administered more than 17,000 flu shots. However, officials say one of the flu strains this year is not covered by the shots. That means even if you get vaccinated, you could still get that strain of the flu.
You didn't get one yesterday?
I did not.
Did you, Eddie?
I didn't.
You didn't get anything?
By the time it all happened, I was real busy when it was going on, so I was just more worried about everybody getting theirs. I'll go back later.
Do you have any after effects? Because you
Me?
Yeah.
My arm hurts.
Is that all? Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you didn't sleep better, slept worse, you're achy,
The flu shot.
anything. Okay. White House has changed one aspect of its account of George W. Bush's surprise Thanksgiving visit to Baghdad, the spotting of Air Force One by a British Airways pilot. Initially, according to the accounts by journalists on the trip, White House Communication Director Dan Bartlett said the British pilot had radioed, "Did I just see Air Force One?" And the pilot of Air Force One replied, "It's He called himself
Not a...
He's a Gulfstream 5. He called himself a Gulfstream 5, which means it's a much smaller plane. Yesterday, after British Airways denied that account, the White House said the radio conversation actually did take place between the British airline pilot and the control tower in London. The tower's response was apparently based on a false flight plan information that was given out to protect the secrecy of the trip. The sighting of the presidential aircraft occurred just after daybreak Thursday off the western coast of England. Bush had said he was prepared to scrub the trip if the journey had leaked out. British Airways told the Associated Press that none of its pilots have come forward to acknowledge that little transmission.
Well, if I was flying and I saw Air Force One go by with his lights out, I would call somebody. Can they do channel-to-channel communication with, like, if a British Airways plane passes Air Force One, can they communicate with it?
Should be able to. They're on regular air traffic control frequencies. They also have military frequencies, which they would not be able to communicate on. But they've got to be able to talk to the same guys in the tower that the guy at British Airways does. They have both sets of radio.
All right.
And President Bush's standing with the public has improved since his surprise Thanksgiving trip to Iraq amid signs of a stronger economy and following congressional passage of a prescription drug benefit under Medicare. Bush's job approval was at 61% in the National Election Survey conducted the 4 days after the holiday, up from 56% to the previous 4 days before Thanksgiving. Bush visited the troops in Baghdad on Thanksgiving, a move that even won praise from his political opponents. Republicans shifted from 83% with a favorable view of Bush personally to 94%, and Democrats moved from 46 to 55% approval rate. If you're sick of the same old Thanksgiving dinner and Thanksgiving leftovers, next year you might want to try something different. Go to Byron, Wisconsin. The new holiday delicacy is deep-fried turkey testes. Mr. Ed's Tavern in Byron gave customers the chance to buy a 5-ounce cup of turkey testes.
No,
they have people waiting in line for up to 2 hours to try them.
You don't eat turkey nuts.
These people do.
No, they don't.
What do they say? What do they taste like? Owner Ed Fitzgerald says the best comparison would be beer-battered hot dog beef.
I'm sorry. Damn it. I almost let that go.
That's pretty good.
Tastes like frog crank.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Not one person said they were disgusting, and nobody vomited into the buckets that he had on hand, just in case.
Is that the only place you can get those?
That's where this little thing has started. Mr. Ed's Tavern in Byron, Byron, Wisconsin. Owner Ed.
I mean, there's any place local that you can get
probably
turkey balls.
Probably. I have no idea. I've never.
Why would you eat that?
Why would you eat? Why do people
do they really eat bull balls?
Yes.
Oh yeah, people.
They really do that.
Sheep, bull.
I
Why?
have no idea. That's one that just astounds me. With all the other meat available, why would you do that?
Anybody eat the weenie?
Usually it's ground up and powdered, but I don't know that it's bull, but.
And what do they do with the tongue? Because I've seen that for sale in grocery stores.
I've had tongue before. I didn't know it. Somebody didn't tell me until afterwards. They said, hey, we're having steak. I think I was 15. And I'm eating it, and I'm looking at the cut, and it didn't dawn on me at the time till I finished it. I went, this steak's got taste buds on it. It was tender.
Was it really?
Yeah. I wouldn't have eaten it if I knew what it was. I'm certainly not going to eat bull balls. I'd like to have some
fried turkey testes. They say those deep fried turkeys are delicious. I've never done it. You know, where you dip it in the hot oil, and
that's dangerous.
Why?
People are setting their houses on fire.
Oh yeah, it's true. If you don't do it right, you can kill yourself.
Hold on. Which one, Dan? Line 6 or 8? 8?
Yeah.
Yes, Todd.
Yeah, man. There used to be a place it was back in the 70s. We used to get them. They were called turkey fries. We get them as an appetizer. They're really good.
Where was this?
Kind of. Do what?
Where was it?
It was in a place in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a real deal.
And does it taste like turkey? Is it just really tender?
Yeah, it's kind of shape and similar to like a gizzard, but it's a lot more tender. Just kind of a, nothing really great. I didn't think, and once I got past the thought of what I was eating, it was just kind of like eating maybe chicken gizzard or something like that, but not quite as chewy.
All right.
Yeah, good for you.
All right, thanks.
Yuck.
Go ahead.
Hey, radio station WBAB 102.3 FM.
I want to have some now. Dan, find me some turkey balls.
They got to be deep fried, too. Do we used to have a fryer up here?
We still got a fryer, don't we?
I think we do.
Yeah, we fried some Twinkies, but that was before we moved.
Yeah. Yes, I'd like to have some turkey balls, please. Great big ones. But before we fry it, I want to squeeze it. Get a turkey that's cute.
Radio station WBAB is experiencing a backlash for some listeners. After this Monday's morning show, they've promoted a big announcement to families for several days, then told the children that precisely at 7:20 when they told everybody, listen,
right,
Santa Claus does not exist, kids. John Paris of Roger and JP in the morning informed listeners Santa is no one other than mom and dad. JP told kids to go looking around the house and they would probably find their gifts, and there was no way one man could deliver gifts around the world. The program director, John Olson, said the station would be sentencing him to some time off.
Why?
Because you don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Kids shouldn't believe
that's up to parents to decide.
I never believed in Santa Claus.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Ever?
I don't think so. I can't remember a time to where I really thought Santa Claus came to the house and dropped stuff off. I always knew it was my parents. And I don't know if they told me
early, or
I just knew. But I'll never remember believing in Santa Claus.
It's not a radio station's position or this next story, a teacher of all people. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's going to visit South Florida Elementary School this week after a first grade teacher told her students that he didn't exist. Some parents said they were outraged when their children came home to tell them that their teacher at Annabelle C. Perry Elementary School in Miramar, Florida had informed them there was, in fact, no Santa Claus. After a discussion with a teacher, the principal moved to patch things up. He said to the kids, we made a call to the North Pole, and as soon as Santa Claus heard what happened, he decided he would drop everything and make a trip to our town here in South Florida.
Fine. Now keep lying to the kids.
Well, it's the parents' responsibility to tell the kids what they need to know, what they don't need to know. It's not the parents. It's only no wacky DJ.
It's the school's job to inform the children, to educate them. Now you know Santa Claus.
Not of that.
How old were your kids when you told them there wasn't a Santa Claus?
Probably right around 5.
Were they pissed?
No.
What'd they say?
They kind of figured it out at that point. So, I mean, other kids had said things, and they'd sort of figured things out. I remember being told, I really felt a little angry. It was like, wait a minute, this whole world of parents all get together for this big lie? Yeah. I get that. So and of
course, the standard argument that a lot of people use is, well, if the kids say, you lied to me about Santa Claus, what about religion? Did you lie to me about the Jesus?
Yeah.
Well, the two could play off. I could see how it would go in that direction.
Yeah. Never had that discussion with them, but I remember thinking, what a scam. Everybody's in on it but me. Television's in on it, obviously. Parents are in on it. Everybody, the stores are in on it. Everybody's looking at me going, you're so stupid. That's what I mean. Don't. Just see the wheels turning in your head.
I don't have to say anything.
All right.
But you can see that Eddie and I are staring at you.
I realize that. All right.
We get a break?
I can wrap it up.
Hold on. Maybe we get Max here and tell him we got to... Can you get him on now? Max Bear? See if you can get him on. Do this really quick and go, hey, we only got a couple of seconds. I just want to say happy birthday and then we'll go.
Okay.
And if he keeps talking, somebody strangle me.
Right.
I'll take this while he's digging him up. Yes, Mike?
Hey, Russ. Back to that godparent thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a common misconception that has been played out for years.
Which part?
The part of taking on the responsibility of raising the child. Godparents...
Honestly, I just thought it was some kind of like a figurehead. You don't really do anything. Right. It's just some kind of honor to have somebody go, hey, we'd like for you to be the godparent.
Well, the actual definition of what a godparent is supposed to do is to be kind of a spiritual example as the child grows up. There's no...
I'm telling you, Dan told me that he just made this up the second he was in the studio 35 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You're my son's Godfather, just so I wouldn't fire him for being a jackass.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to do anything. Because, I mean,
I'm not going to do anything anyway.
I looked up one day, and I realized I have like 12 God kids, and I'm like, I'm not taking care of all these kids. So I looked it up. And basically, you're a spiritual example. I don't
have time to do that either. I got time to drive him over to the Buckner Children's Home and drop him off, and I'll visit him on Easter. No.
Right. You don't have to buy anything or take care of him if
Good.
Parents
and I want my gas money back. Thanks, Mike. Is that Mr. Bear on the phone? MB?
What?
Hello?
Hello.
Happy birthday.
Who's this, Russ?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks a lot, partner.
Where are you today?
Well, right now I'm standing in the parking lot out in front of the Walmart that I purchased in Carson City with my architect and my general manager, and we're just looking at a few things over here.
All right, so it's a done deal now then, right?
Well, nothing is done until it's done.
Well, you just said you bought the place.
I bought it. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It means that you own the land and the building, and now you got to get okays from the people that are also in the mall, which is J.C. Penney's and Glenbrook Realty, because of the CC&Rs, covenants, conditions, and restrictions on what you can put there. Like you can't put a movie theater because that was signed, and I got to get them to approve that, and some other things, and that's what I'm working on.
Have they put up a fight about anything so far?
Well, yeah, they would rather have a retail store there, but it isn't going to be a retail store. It's going to be a casino. So we have a difference of opinion, and we'll resolve the issues somehow. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought the place if I didn't think I could resolve the issues.
Right. And that's going to be a great big draw for that area because it's in between where and where?
It's 23 miles from Tahoe and 25 miles from Reno.
Right.
And so anybody that comes to either Tahoe or Reno will take a ride by there because it's a freak show. It's something that people can go if they're on a vacation or something. They go and they can look at something that's very different. This is not going to be like a regular casino. It's basically an entertainment venue based around the Beverly Hillbilly series with all kinds of animatronics and memorabilia and all kinds of stuff that happens to include a casino and a hotel and a movie theater.
How big's the place going to be?
Well, the whole place, the building is 120,000 feet, and we got about 125,000 feet in the hotel and 240 rooms, and we got another, about another 30,000 feet in the movie theater.
It's a big place. It is.
It's a pretty good-sized place for a little town.
Are you still looking at early next year or spring?
If we get everything resolved and we start to build by the summer of next year, we'll have the casino and the movie theater open in 6 to 9 months. And then it'll take a full year to build a hotel because it has to go from the ground up.
All right.
So the casino is basically a rehab of an existing building, so we don't have to do all the site improvements because they're done, and all the the water and water and sewer are all in.
Yeah, it's an old Walmart. Everything's still run. Yeah. So what are you going to do for the rest of the day on your birthday today?
Well, some friends of mine are going to take me out to dinner. Otherwise, I'd go home and go to sleep. Not that I'm just a bear, but I like to hibernate sometimes. So when the weather's kind of overcast and crisp and cool, I just open up the windows, put a little fire on, and just kind of curl up and hibernate.
You still work out a lot?
Yeah, 3 days a week. I got to go work out today, actually, before I do that.
Because when you were here in the studio, I noticed you were really big. You're cute.
I'm still in the same shape. I weigh 225. I'm 6'4". And a quarter, and I still hit the weights 3 days a week.
But your daddy as big as you?
My daddy was bigger. He wasn't as tall, but he was bigger.
Right.
How's everything going with you?
Everything's dandy out here.
What are you going to do for Christmas?
We're just staying in town. We're not going anywhere. Where are you going to be?
You're not going to go anywhere?
No. Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be skiing up at Lake Tahoe.
I hate to ski.
Well, you're what?
I can't stand to ski. I've done it twice. It hurts. It's cold. I can't ski. I spent most of the time learning how to get up.
Yeah.
Well, but you get to look at all those cute little girls with those real tight ski pants.
I can do that here.
That's almost as good as being at the Playboy Mansion.
No, everything I can do that here, and if I'm getting up, it's not from skiing.
You're just a dirty old man, Russ.
Yeah, I know it. All right, we got to run. I just want to take a break and make sure you had a good birthday.
Thank you very much. Thinking of my birthday.
All right,
I appreciate that.
What is?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the guys at the station.
What's your website again, so we can keep up on the casino?
www.Jethro's JETHROSCASINO Jethro'sCasino.com, and you can pull it up and you can see the interiors, and we've added a few things.
All right, good enough. Well, thank you, sir. Have a good birthday.
Hey, thanks a lot, Russ. You take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
How long was that? 4 minutes?
Amazing, yes. Total of 5.
Damn. All right. Some guy on the phone says turkeys ain't got nuts. They gotta have male turkeys, don't they?
I've never seen them when I've killed a bunch.
How come turkeys don't got nuts? Dave.
Yo, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Turkeys ain't got a scrotum, they ain't got a nut or nothing. They made by secretion. And trust me, I've been hunting turkeys for 14 years, and if I seen a flapping sack, I'd blast it.
So what have these people been eating?
The Chihuahua nuts, for all I know, I have no idea. If they're eating turkey nuts, they ain't eating turkey meat. That's all I can say.
Let's just call that place and ask them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That is weird.
All right.
I heard that. I had to call.
Well, not everybody hunts turkeys, and it's not, that subscription stopped a long time ago, so I haven't seen turkey sacks.
I understand that.
All right, thanks, Dave. All right. You got the place?
I got it right here.
All right. I'm not that interested. If they got turkey nuts, they got them. They don't. I'll eat somebody else's balls.
Russ Martin.
Hi, Gail.
Hi there, Russ.
What do you got?
I got Advanced Laser and Exxon.
All right. Your cue is going to be and Exxon locations.
Brought to you by Advanced Laser Clinics. For the best in laser hair removal and skin rejuvenation procedures, call Advanced Laser Clinics. 866-54-LASER. 3 Dallas locations. 866-54-LASER. Join the Coffee Perks Coffee Club at On the Run at Exxon locations for only $1.99. You'll get 20 cents off all your coffee refills for the next year. Offer valid at participating On the Run and Exxon locations.
For your most important calls, reach out on the Wireless Service America Trust, AT&T Wireless. In Dallas, on the service road to southbound Central at Lovers Lane, there's an overturned truck. It's on the south to northbound turnaround area. In Dallas, on eastbound I-30, Tom Landry Highway at Chalk Hill, a wreck in the left lane has traffic backed up all the way to MacArthur, and southbound Loop 12 is stacked up to Singleton. In Mesquite, somebody has a flat tire in the middle of the freeway. Southbound 635 past Counties Boulevard, and in Fort Worth now, on eastbound I-30 at Loop 820, a crash. We got one in the Mid-Cities Fort Worth area, too. Westbound 183 just before 360. That was in the right lane. And this is also brought to you by World Market. Attention shoppers, come to World Market this week and get a $10 shopping card free when you spend $50 or more. Explore wine, gifts, gourmet foods, and furniture from around the world. Shop today and save. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station Live 105.3.
Thank you, Gail. Going to be cool and even colder tomorrow night. 38 for the low tonight, 28 for the low tomorrow night, 52 tomorrow. We have 58 now, Live 105.3.
Go ahead, Paul.
Hey, Russ.
Yes, sir?
Russ, I got a favor to ask from you.
Yes.
Russ, I got a training course going on this weekend for firefighters, and I need to get the word out to these guys. I'm having a little bit of a struggle reaching all these guys in some of these outlying areas. And
why wouldn't they know about it already?
Well, the fire departments are kind of a strange network. You'd think they'd have kind of a central base where you could talk to them and reach everybody, but they really don't.
Who's doing the training?
It's an individual group. It's a training group in the body shop world. I'm the body shop manager up at the Jameswood Auto Park up in Denton.
Yeah.
And we do the group that does the training for us on cars, instruction, all this stuff does this. They do a complimentary training piece, and they're trying to reach out to.
Hold slow down. I don't get why body shop's doing this. Are you talking about teaching them how to get people out of cars?
Yeah. We're talking about safety for the guys who show up at the scene of an accident, wreck cars. The first guys to get there, all the dangers associated with all the new models of cars, the airbags, the electric hybrid cars.
Okay.
And these guys, they can take their head off with an airbag or electrocute themselves on these cars, even though the car wrecked a half hour ago. And they change so fast, the cars change so fast that, these guys can't keep up. So we just want.
Well, what is that? How are you training them? What are you doing?
We got. The first part of the day is going to be a lot of discussion about what's in them. The second part of the day we're going to have fun. We're going to beat stuff up, blow stuff up. I got.
What are you going to blow up?
We're going to blow up airbags. We're going to blow up everything that comes within sight with airbags. We've got a whole bunch of loose airbags, and we're going to throw some in a bucket of water because they'll go off underwater. And blow.
How many airbags you got?
What's that?
How many do you have?
Why? I got a bunch. I got a whole ton.
I'd like to have some.
Yeah.
Will these things still deploy?
Yeah. Actually, an airbag out of the car will deploy with nothing more than a 9-volt battery. It doesn't take much of anything.
I didn't realize these things were totally self-contained.
I didn't either, but they had to have the sensor up under the bumper or whatever.
No, all the sensor really does, it's just like a switch that throws it. The power and everything else, it's almost a self-contained unit that just takes some real light charge to trip them.
Is it an actual explosion that blows it out?
Yeah, newer ones actually have gunpowder in them.
Jeez,
I'd like some airbags, Monty.
Well,
do you have any extra where you could really do this?
Well, I do have some extra. They're a bit on the dangerous side. They'll take people's heads off.
That's quite all right. Because here's what we can do. Do we still have the wheelchair? We don't have a wheelchair?
We burned it up.
How'd we burn it up?
The rocket chair. We strapped rockets to it and put trains.
Well, you can't burn metal up. Hold on a second, Paul. It's just the
fabric.
Fabric's burnt, right?
Yeah, the whole back of it had melted to where you couldn't set any. A person couldn't set in it. You'd fall straight out of it.
Well, we could put like a board back there or something.
Yeah, I'm not even sure we still have it anymore. I mean, it melted.
Yeah.
It didn't melt the metal.
No, but it actually caught fire, and I think we threw it away. I think we did. I'm not positive. I don't know where else would be, but I think we threw it away because of the damage.
What else we got that we could put Dan around on? Put him in a chair.
What?
Have him hold the airbag on it.
No.
And push him in the wall. Bring me an airbag, Paul.
Let me see what I can do, Russ. These things, like I say, these things are pretty darn dangerous.
I don't care about that. When is your thingy?
We're doing it Saturday from 9 to 4. It's right there at the body shop up at the James Wood Auto Park up there in Denton.
35 at what?
The exit is State School Road.
Okay. Bring me an airbag. I want 2 or 3 of them.
Who can go to this?
Shut up, John. I want 2 or 3. I'm negotiating.
Stan.
How many? 2 or 3.
2 or 3 airbags will be fine.
2 or 3 airbags. I may have to do a little checking to make sure I can do this because it's a little bit on the dangerous side.
Well, that's quite all right. We have safety equipment up here. Hang on a second. We still got that Weber grill?
Yes, we do.
All right. We have safety equipment up here.
Oh, as long as you got a Weber, yeah, we're cool.
You should put that over Dan's head.
Yeah, I can come down. I can bring him down this afternoon and I can see what I can do if let me get a few things cleared. But
that'll be dandy. All right, let's go back to this other thing. Can any fire department come out?
Yeah, it's totally free of charge, and anybody can come. All we've really asked is that people call ahead so we kind of get a head count because we're talking hundreds of people.
Okay.
Kind of got to get a feel for chairs and food and that kind of stuff.
Got it.
Get the guys lunch, and we got a bunch of cars we're going to cut apart. We've got the Jaws of Life coming out so we can chop some cars up and destroy things.
What are you doing this Saturday?
What am I?
When? What time?
What time? It starts at 9.
Okay.
9 in the morning.
I'm going to go out to that.
That would be cool.
Yeah. You going to explode anything?
Anything we can take an airbag to and explode, yeah, we're going to do it.
All right.
We got a whole mess of stuff. Most of that's going to be in the afternoon. Most of the morning's theory, but after lunch, about 1 o'clock, we're going to start beating stuff up.
All right, so it's James, is it Wood or Woods?
Wood.
Wood, Auto Mall, 35 at State School Road.
Yep.
Bring me my airbags. Do you know where we are?
You guys are right down there off of, down by Mockingbird somewhere, aren't you?
183 at Mockingbird.
183 at Mockingbird? I'll find it.
Bring my airbags.
I'll see what I can do.
And bring batteries. Thank you.
You can't do that.
Yeah, we can.
You could hurt somebody.
Not really. Can you hurt him?
I got
Hold on a second. What?
They've actually had several thousand people killed with airbags.
Yeah, I heard a statistic. More
Not
people,
in a wheelchair.
More people have been killed by airbags than have been saved.
They have not. Where did you read that?
I read that somewhere.
Where did you read it?
Eddie, have you ever
Don't
heard
throw
that?
something out stupid like that.
I have to go
because now you're going to have people wanting the airbags out of their cars.
No, anyway, I'll find it. I'll find with my statistics. They are dangerous, though. You really want somebody to hold one? I got a friend that was in Iraq, and they burn your face. They come out very fast.
It just comes out with baby powder.
It burned this person's arms and face.
Okay.
Not bad, not like 3rd degree, just like a sunburn.
Well, have Dan put on a coat. We have the coat, and we have the Weber grill thing we can put on his head.
He's safe.
We have goggles. Okay. You can't tell me that wouldn't be funny to watch, to push him around in the building in a wheelchair and push him into walls trying to get that airbag to go off.
That's very funny. It's very funny.
Good. If airbags were killing more people than they were saving, they'd have yanked them out.
Okay.
That's absurd.
I'll try to find this.
I'm sure people have been hurt with airbags. Children. That's why they have the thing on the passenger side of the car. You can totally shut it off. Mm-hmm. Which I think is a dandy feature.
I know you do. You don't call it the kid switch. You call it the
ex-girlfriend switch.
Right.
Excuse me just a second, sweetie. I got to reach into the glove box and flip this thing off. You don't worry about anything. You just sit there and look pretty. For a while. Wow. Yes, Chris?
Hey, Russ. I've been in 2 wrecks, both with airbags, and both times when it deployed, it broke my jaw and my nose. So they are really dangerous. And these
what do you think? What do you think might have happened? You say they weren't bad?
No, well, I mean, they weren't fast wrecks. I was only doing about 20 miles an hour.
All right. You have a seatbelt on?
Yeah.
All right. And so you don't think you would have gotten hurt if you didn't have the airbag?
I don't think my nose and my jaw would have been broken. I just think I would have just had chest bruises from the seatbelt.
I don't know. I feel better having one in the car.
Well, I mean, I'm not just saying that I wouldn't have one. It's just both times that it's deployed, that's what's happened.
What happened to thanks, Chris. What happened to Dover when his went off?
It just burned him. It didn't break anything. It just ate.
But his went off, and they didn't have a wreck.
Randomly. He was driving down the road, had a problem with the transmission. It came up through the bottom of the car and set it off. The transmission, what do you call that big long thing?
Drive shaft?
Thank you. It broke, and it came up to the bottom, and that's what set it off. So he had no idea that he was going to be in a wreck or anything. He just like, bam, in his face. Fortunately, he was on a side road. And
did he stop?
Of course he pulled over. The car was useless.
Chloe was he worked for a car rental place. And he was sitting in line waiting to take it back to the car wash. And he's leaning back, running his thumbnail across the center of the steering wheel.
Sure.
The thing deployed and he peed.
Do you really? If his hand was on it, I would think it would jam his finger in.
I don't know what it did. He just said he was running his thumbnail across it, just kind of relaxing, leaning back, listening to the radio, waiting in line to go through the car wash. 2 or 3 seconds later, I swear he said it deployed and he peed.
It would scare the hell out of you, especially if you know you're not in a wreck.
Well, yeah, if it's just a calm moment, you're just kind of relaxing, it's in the sun, the radio's going, you got the windows down, there's a nice breeze.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you got this big airbag in your face. And then you pee.
Yeah, I would.
All right, we got to figure out a way that we can do the airbag thing and we don't hurt Dan.
We could probably do it. I'd figure a way.
How do we do that, Eddie?
We could put it on the, probably on the back of the chair. And I'm just trying to think.
Well, the back of the chair is not going to hit him in the face. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we put it on the back of the chair and I get some piece of metal or something that I can strap it to, and then strap it to the chair so that if it goes off, the most it's going to do is push him forward.
Well, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how many we get, and we'll test them. Good.
Yeah.
See?
I know.
You didn't think we were going to have any fun today.
No. I didn't see it, Scott. I didn't see it going this way.
All right. It's been about an hour. You ready for news again?
We'll be in just a moment.
Do we have to do a break first?
We need to. We're pretty far behind.
All right. A moderate break, and we'll be back.
This is Russ Martin.
Who is impervious to all the surrounds him. Now, 214-787-1053.
All right, somebody sent an email. Said turkeys have their testicles, they're like sucked up inside.
Okay, makes sense.
Kind of like Trezor when he sees his mom in something crotchety.
I see. I don't know that happens, actually.
All right. So, obviously, they do have testicles.
Yes.
They're going to reproduce. Somebody's got to have the clam. Somebody's got to have the testicles.
Yes. O'Malley found a link and started Dan Lewis to a festival they've been having for 25 years where they eat these things. So,
anybody local?
No, this was in
I don't really care
Wisconsin.
then. All right. Is the audio edited of the Dan stuff?
Yes.
Who all did you get to calling? Were you here when they did this, JD?
No. Oh. I was here, but I was running around in circles. I was not aware of it.
We put Dan Lewis at a desk, and Eddie just had people we keep calling him. Different stuff.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It was mostly, I don't even know their names, but they were salespeople. I just was pulling different salespeople in to get them to do it.
How'd it turn out?
A couple of them are really funny.
How many are there?
I think I have 4 tracks altogether.
But if we do news, then we'll listen to them.
Okay.
You want a sample?
I'd love to.
All right. We were just supposed to call up and tell him how big of a loser he was. Just to see if they could get
random.
Yeah, see if they could get him twisted.
Okay.
Russ Martin Show.
Hi, this is Gretchen from Arista.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Isn't it Arista?
Arista, yeah. The record company, yeah.
Who was that?
Just one of the sales girls.
Arista.
Russ Martin Show.
Hi, this is Gretchen from Arista.
Yes.
I'm trying to find out if your show would be interested in booking Cuba Gooding Jr. for an interview as early as next week.
Sure would.
Oh, sure you would, because you're a big f***ing loser that makes stupid f***ing decisions.
Man.
Does he respond?
Yeah.
Okay.
F***ing loser, f***ing loser.
Huh?
That last one was close. Did he say anything else?
Not really.
All right.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks a lot, f***ing loser.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You sit around and think of ways to torture him? Yes, you do. God.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear the rest. Good. It's a nice little tease then.
All right.
All right, you ready to go?
I am.
Here it comes.
Stop it.
Except for the Arista part, she did pretty good.
Yeah, she did.
All right, here we go.
Well, of course you would.
All right, here it comes. 441, J.D. Ronnie's on live.
Nice stuff, man.
Love that again, please. 441 41. J.D. Rhines on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. It's brought to us by the North Texas Gun Show, where Eddie will be this Saturday from noon until 2. It goes on all day, but he's there noon to 2. Big Town Convention Center in Mesquite. Highway 80 at Big Town Boulevard in Mesquite. Thousands of tables, guns, knives, ammo, hunting equipment, and more. Lots of free parking, too. The owners of more than 100 vehicles in Plano.
Russ Martin Show.
Hi, this is Gretchen from Arsta.
Yes.
I'm trying to find out if your show would be interested in booking Cuba Gooding Jr. for an interview as early as next week.
Sure would.
Oh, sure you would, because you're a big f***ing loser that makes stupid f***ing decisions.
It's pent up frustration in that salesperson, like they've wanted to say that to somebody for a really long time.
Yeah, that chick was hanging, I don't know who that is, but that chick was hanging on to that for some ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Owners of more than 100 vehicles in Plano have big repair bills to pay after a vandalism spree on Tuesday night. Somebody shot out vehicle windows with a high-powered pellet gun, resulting in a new workload for the Plano police and body shops. Tempered glass typically shatters when hit by a small high-velocity object and is usually used on cars in the rear and side windows. Laminated glass, on the other hand, does not shatter. It is used on the front windshields, which were not targeted by the vandals. Total comes to well over 100 vehicles hit. Nobody was hurt during the shooting spree, and there were no signs of burglary, no suspects, and no pattern to the violence.
Punks.
Yeah. 100 cars. They're just driving around popping windows.
Lots of little vandals.
Yes, they are. The Japan Confederation of A-bomb and H-bomb Sufferers Organization plans to send a team to Washington on December the 11th to deliver a petition. They will stage a protest outside the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum's new display, where the restored Enola Gay is to be displayed on December the 15th. As victims of the A-bomb, we can't bear to have the Enola Gay, which killed thousands of Hiroshima residents, on public display without including details of the destruction it wrought, according to Terium Ataka, the organization's director. The B-29 bomber, which had been under restoration since 1984, is one of 200 historic aircraft in the new hangar-like museum. The Enola Gay dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, whichever way you want to say it, the morning of August 6th, 1945, killing or injuring 160,000 people.
It's horrible.
It is. And to think you were the plane right behind it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
All right.
Hold on. Yes, Rachel.
Hi. I was calling because I think you guys are being a little bit too mean to Dan Lewis.
Why?
Well, he deserves a little punishment for, making his bad decision, but it seems like you're just doing too much.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You had the lie detector yesterday. And
yeah, you know what? As an employer, I needed to know that. Don't you agree? Do I need to know? It's like having some chick want to go to work for some place, but she's pregnant and she just wants to get there for the medical benefits. Yeah. I got to know what his real intents are. His intentions.
He cheated on his wife in Mexico, though.
I know, that's not pertinent. That was just a little bonus.
Well, I just think you should take it easy on him. He's a nice guy.
Yes, he is. Did you know I'm the godfather to his kid?
No.
I didn't either.
Here's more proof that men are more sensitive than women think. A new survey shows that if given a choice between a bigger penis and world peace, 90% would choose world peace.
They would not.
This is a poll by Glamour.
I don't care who took that poll.
And menshealth.com.
I'll be standing out in the front yard. Hey, honey, before the missiles get here, look at this.
Let's see here. There's a lot of things in this survey I think you'll take question with.
Okay.
86%.
All right, so 90% said that they wanted just have peace in the Middle East or world peace?
World peace over a bigger penis.
All right. If you're going to make it world peace. Yeah. Peace in the Middle East, I couldn't give them Rand's ass. I want the bigger ding dong.
Right. Let's see. They say 86% have never enlisted the services of a prostitute. Only 20%.
86%?
Have never had a prostitute.
There's still a lot of people left that did.
Yeah.
Have you?
No. What do you mean, no? Why?
I don't know.
No, never.
You wouldn't go out to the bunny ranch?
No. That would just make me feel pathetic.
That you were paying for it?
Yeah, the only reason the chick's there in the room at all is because you're just paying for it.
What if it was free?
No. She's getting paid by somebody. You're never getting it for free. If you're getting it as a promo deal because you're on radio or something, she's still getting paid by the boss, and that's the only reason she's there.
Okay.
That would just be sad. You? Would you do it?
No.
No, you don't have to either, so.
That's not the point.
You wouldn't do it. You feel pathetic?
Oh, if I had to give them cash? Or that was the only reason they were doing it?
Right.
Yeah, and I'm sure somebody's going to call up and say, hey, that was the only reason L.A. was screwing you, just to get free radio time. So, in essence, she was using me.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Why?
I just do. She really cared for you, and I've been down this road before. She loved you. She cared about you, and the radio was a bonus, granted. If she's that good of an actress, she really should be in mainstream acting films. On and off the air, she acted the same toward you.
Yeah, that last go-round here in the studio.
Yeah.
That one caught me off guard. First of all, I didn't know she was coming up. Second of all, she was already crying about something, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't.
I know. I did. I mean, you could see that she was upset with you. Everything had been said the last few days about you only wanting her to get away from the billionaire guy, not really caring for her.
I love her.
There we go. I love her. And she believes that when you say it. That's the problem.
I do love her.
I know that. But
if I could change some things about her, I'd take her. But the thing is, you don't get in a relationship hoping to change somebody. You take everything that you got.
Right.
If something changes, fine. If not, you were already happy with them to begin with. And I'm not happy with her as a complete package. She's hot. She's got a great body. She's got drive.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to take care of her mom. She's looking towards the future. She just sticks things in her mouth for a living.
Yes.
I don't enjoy that.
Okay. 20% of folks in this survey have participated in a threesome, and 70% think it's wrong to use a cell phone camera to snap pictures of hot women.
It isn't mine. Mm-hmm. They mean naked or just in general?
It just says snap pictures of hot women. A couple more little stats for you here. 81% have felt self-conscious about their body during sex. 63%.
Are these guys talking?
These are guys. It's all guys.
Yeah.
80%.
I don't like chicks that feel around.
Yeah.
Why? No. It's just because if they get to an area that you're sensitive about, you got to flex up really quick. In some areas you can't flex when you get to a certain age.
Right. It takes your concentration away from...
Yeah, from what you're doing. It's like, don't go down there. I'm kind of weird about that area. Good.
63% say it's hot when a woman remains a virgin until she's married. And 50% would rather be Mr. Mom than the breadwinner in the family.
There's no way I'd marry a virgin.
I agree with that.
Too much pressure comes with it. Plus, you get her naked. What if she got stuff going on down there?
Yeah. I wouldn't either.
You got to at least see them naked. They can stay a virgin if they have to, but I got to see you naked before we get married. Well, I am not getting you naked and have one of those
skin tags
floating around. Just one is going to queer the deal.
Yes.
One.
Well, sometimes girls stay a virgin. I know one girl that was 20, I want to say 4, and still a virgin when she got married, but they would get together and they would do stuff. They would do, oral and hand stuff.
Right.
So they were fooling around.
Yeah.
He had seen her naked. They just hadn't done that deal.
Okay.
So
I'd be okay with that for a while.
Would you really? How long would you date a chick and not have actual sex with her?
Week and a half. I don't know. Let me think.
If she said, I'm a virgin, I'm 25, I'm the perfect woman, but my deal is...
It would have to depend on if she was the perfect chick for me. If she was, I could probably, if I was still getting some type of sexual gratification, I could tolerate that for a while. I think the longest I ever went without sleeping with somebody was 3 months.
That's a long time.
1982.
You remember exactly. And that was, she held off for what reason? Just didn't want to.
I forget. I can't remember.
Okay.
A long 3 months, though.
It's a long.
We danced around it a lot over the,
Yeah.
First 2 or 3 months. And then finally it happened. I don't know what we're waiting on. Hold on. Dan, did you talk to that guy? Is he bringing our airbags? You talk to him? You did?
Yeah.
Are they coming?
Yeah, they're on their way. He wasn't very far away. He was, for whatever reason, halfway between Denton and here.
How many we getting?
He didn't really say. I think 3 or 4.
Good.
I got some statistics on airbags, too, by the way. If you
Hold on a second. Yes, Ron?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
First of all, being married to a virgin is great.
All right. Why?
Well, think about it. The first time you ever do it, you are the biggest and the best she's ever had, no matter what.
Okay, there's some type of imprinting that would go on there. Mm-hmm. Got it.
I mean, think about the ego boost for that, because you're the best she's ever had, and that's all you ever got to think about. You don't have to worry about her thinking, well, this guy was better than you.
Right, no comparisons, no style, no nothing.
Exactly. I mean, I've been married to a virgin now for 4, 5, going on 6 months.
How old was she when you guys met?
She was 20.
Okay. How long did you date?
We dated for 2 years.
Stayed a virgin the whole time?
Yep.
Wow. Did you guys do stuff to each other through the 2 years?
Well, sort of. I mean, we got a little down and dirty.
Okay. So
but still, same principle applies.
But you saw her naked before you got married?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't a virgin when we got married. So,
I don't care about you. I'm not marrying some chick without seeing her completely naked, because you don't know what they're hiding.
All right. Okay, thanks, Russ.
All right, thanks. All right, do your stats really quick.
Oh, they're over here. You were correct, by the way. I'll tell you, airbags deploy at 200 miles an hour. They inflate in less than 1/25 of a second. Since 1990, 175 people have died as a result of airbag deployment.
Okay.
And there has been an estimated 8,378 lives saved. 64 adult drivers have been killed by airbag deployment. 46 adult drivers who were killed after airbag deployment were either totally unrestrained, improperly restrained at the time of deployment. Didn't have their seatbelt on.
All right.
So, and that takes your risk from 81% to 60%. If you just have the belts alone, you're 81% chance to survive.
Because you're going to go forward into the airbag as it's coming out at you.
Right.
If you don't have on the seatbelt.
Right.
All right.
So those are the stats. That's how many people have been killed. Only 175 adults, 104 kids. Since 1990.
Should we not blow that thing off here in the studio?
I went indoors.
Really?
Just to test one, just to go outside somewhere.
And all we need is a 9-volt?
That's what he said, a 9-volt battery, and I'm guessing extra wire so we can get further away from it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And we don't have a wheelchair?
No, sir.
We have anything else on wheels?
Office chairs.
I may want to do that myself. Put an airbag on the back.
Set it off.
Shoot you off the wall.
You would. 200 miles an hour.
It'd be fun.
It would be actually kind of interesting. See what I got a feeling you'd go over head first, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Would you?
No, you can mount it at the base.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. It's not going to kill you.
We have the video camera up here.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Go ahead.
All right. Burl Dean Redmond of Anderson, Indiana. He's 74 years old. He got arrested for DUI the other day. It was his 400th time. The first one was back in 1947. Since then, he's had his license suspended for life 5 times. Yet somehow he's behind the wheel again last July when he got pulled over for a big number 400.
You said 400, right?
400 DUIs.
Why isn't he locked up?
That's a good question. Well, he is now.
What state?
He got 17 years in prison. For the record, Burl Dean was sentenced to 9.5 years in prison back in 1996, but managed to get the sentence reduced in 2001 due to health issues. Got back out, did it again.
What state was that?
This was in Indiana, Anderson, Indiana.
All right, good.
On Tuesday, 40-year-old Edward Sanders of Tucson, Arizona, he thought it'd be really cute to steal one of those Salvation Army donation pots. Just stole one from a 60-year-old disabled bell ringer. He grabbed it, turned around, run to get away, got nailed by a car. He didn't die. Nope, no. Didn't die. He was injured and got arrested for robbery. $53.97. And let's see, movie studios kicking around the idea of a big screen Miami Vice movie. Don Johnson isn't sure the talk is serious, though, because nobody has contacted him, even for a cameo. He says, quote, I would think that anybody who's going to do a Miami Vice movie would at some point have to deal with the Don Johnson factor. I haven't been approached, so I'm not sure how real the movie could be. Don has a cool idea for a Vice movie, which would reunite himself with Philip Michael Thomas in the lead. And, of course, he says, quote, Cheech Marin, who's on his Nash Bridges show, had the best idea, Miami Vice versus Cheech and Chong. The biggest drug dealers in the world has their pot stolen, and they go after it together. And finally, starting yesterday, you'll be able to walk all over Alice Cooper. He's getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right near
He's just now getting one?
Yeah.
Why is it all these people that pop out of nowhere, they end up with one in 2 or 3 years, and somebody like Alice Cooper who's been around since the late 60s?
I don't know what the process is, and Britney Spears got one last week, and look how long she's been around compared to Alice Cooper. He's right near Cowboy star Gene Autry, Hugh Hefner, and Johnny Depp. Cooper says it's...
What if that's a pisser that that he would just watch, these ceremonies of other people coming in and getting one, and he's been around for that long.
Didn't we find out you just pay for it? You just buy it?
I think that you have to be nominated. There's some kind of process, and what did we find out it was? $10,000?
It was $10,000, and somebody else had to nominate you.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just nominate yourself. Somebody else had to go up and say, we want him to have a Hollywood, and then people vote on it, and then once the money's gathered and stuff, then they do it.
Yeah. It's probably pretty political, like anything else like that.
We had him on the show about 5 years ago. Dan, see if you still have a contact for, or see if we have a contact for Alice Cooper. Dan, I'm trying to think. I think Dan Lewis was with the show. He may have it. Go ahead.
He said it was especially poignant to Cooper because he paid the city of Hollywood more than $27,000 in 1978 to restore the decaying O in the Hollywood sign. He's busy promoting his newest album, The Eyes of Alice Cooper, and his new concert DVD, Alice Cooper Brutally Live.
Maybe that's how it happened. The record company is going along with promoting the album.
It makes sense.
Yeah. That way he gets publicity, because that was obviously in the story.
Yeah, that's an album and a DVD both out at the same time.
All right, go ahead.
Do it. Cut number one on the audio if you want to do it. The Last Samurai opens up in theaters tomorrow. Tom Cruise says he commits to a film project 100% when he grabs one.
When I work on something, I'm in that fortunate position, and I remember as a young actor, I thought, I'm used to hard work. I can bust tables, I can wait on tables, and I've never made a film that I didn't believe in. However the picture turns out, I've always given everything to it. That's kind of how I approach life. I can't help it. There's no part way with me on anything.
Except growing up.
In any area of my life.
And then number two is a scene from The Last Samurai in which Katsumoto tries to speak with his prisoner, a reluctant Captain Algren, who is Tom Cruise.
I will practice my English with you, if you would honor me.
You kept me alive just to speak English? Then what do you want?
To know my enemy.
I've seen what you do to your enemies.
Many of our customs seem strange to you. The same is true of yours. For example, not to introduce yourself is considered extremely rude even among enemies.
The Last Samurai opens up in theaters tomorrow. News and information brought to us by Sherlock's Pub. We're going to be out there Friday from 10 until midnight with it's at Collins Street in Arlington. I'm J.D. Ryan, Live 105.3.
All right, hold on. Yes, Paul?
Yeah, on those airbags to blow those things?
Yeah.
You're going to want about probably 20 foot of wire to go off them things. And you want to put it so the bag is down. The part you look at is looking at the ground to set it off in the parking lot. Then it'll blow in the air. You can get about 40 foot in the air.
Really?
Do it that way. Yeah, if you do it with the bag up, all it does is explode and just kind of bounce a little bit. But
shoots down towards the ground. Got it.
Yeah, plastic side down. You're going to want about 20 foot of wire. It's going to, when it goes off, there'll be like some talc come out of it. It's nothing but talc. It's harmless. And don't touch the metal part after it goes off real quick because it'll be about 300 degrees.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they generate a crap load of heat right on that metal base piece. So you got to, after it goes, you can grab it by the bag part. That's nice and cool. But don't grab the metal.
I've never seen one of these go off. This will be cool. All right. Thank you, sir.
You got it, man.
Do we have any wire?
Yeah, I can get it from engineering. I'd asked Larry about it in the hall a while ago.
All right. So we need wire, 9-volt.
Yes.
Do we have the camcorder?
Yes.
Let's have a high-speed lens on it. Shutter?
Mine doesn't.
Yours here, John?
Bring mine here.
All right. Are they here?
Oh, I don't know. I have to go check.
Okay. Were you done?
I'm finished.
All right, we'll be back.
Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker.
This is Russ Martin.
Y'all fools don't know. Y'all fools don't know.
O'Malley. Come here and get my keys. Go to my car, get my cell phone and the headset. Thank you. You don't think we should blow this in the building?
I don't think so. If he says it goes 40 feet in the air, you're going to do damage, and it's going to go through these ceiling tiles, and you don't know what's up there. Air conditioning vents and wiring.
You don't think it'll go through the ceiling, do you?
Yeah, these little cheap little tiles. Yeah, if it's going 40 feet in the air, it's going to go through these tiles. Like the potato did that you...
What would happen if you, that was a potato gun thing was an accident.
I know. It didn't do any less damage.
I know. I wonder what would happen if you sat on it. Shoot you in there?
I'm sure it would. If that thing by itself, but I'm afraid something would fire into your buttocks. Would go through that.
Well, what if we put it at a chair?
Okay.
And put it up underneath the chair, then fired it off. That way it would shoot down. I wonder if it would shoot the chair in the air.
I'm sure it would. You'd be very unstable.
We can test the chair with nobody in it.
Okay. That's a good idea.
And I know. People are thinking, I wonder what they're going to do with this. I wonder who dies this time.
We had a bag of sand or something to put in the chair. That way it'd have some weight to it.
We have some. Oh. The ones that the promotions department uses to weight down banners and stuff.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. I think they're about 25 pounds apiece. So that'll be perfect. Perfect. All right. Hi, Gail.
Hi there.
What do you got?
Tie Lock and Car Toy.
Your out cue is for phones every day.
It's not LASIK, it's Intra-LASIK. Come and discover the Tie-Lock advantage this Tuesday evening at our free Intra-LASIK seminar at the Tie-Lock Eye Care and Laser Center. Call 972-258-6400 to attend.
New phone, new plan, same number. Upgrade your phone now at Car Toys Wireless Supercenter, where you'll pay less for phones every day.
In Farmers Branch, big old wreck on eastbound 635 before 35 at Luna Road. The left lane's blocked. It's backed up all the way to MacArthur. Westbound I-20 past Mountain Creek Parkway. There's a wreck with an overturned car. Traffic slow from 408. That's sitting in the left center lane. In Fort Worth, on southbound 35 South Freeway at Berry, there's a crash. It's on the shoulder. Traffic is slow from Rosedale. And this is also brought to you by Allstate Insurance. Contact Allstate today for your auto insurance needs. Just call 1-800-ALLSTATE to your local Allstate agent or visit allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station, Live 105.3.
Thank you, Gail. Going to be chilly tonight, 38 for the low, darn right cold tomorrow night, down below freezing, 28 should be the low, and very windy. We have 56 degrees now, Live 105.3.
Yes, Doug? Push the phone down. Doug?
Hey.
Yes?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at your airbag trick that you're going to pull off there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of curious. Are you familiar with the laws of physics?
Some.
You know, every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
I've read that.
If you decide to put that airbag on the back of a chair and back it up to a wall and let it go, might want to wear a cervical collar or something. I'd hate to see you get your neck snapped.
Oh, I didn't think about whiplash.
Oh, buddy.
Somebody sent an email.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Take it for what it's worth. It's an email. We have lifted a 6-foot, 185-pound man 4 feet off the ground with a Caravan airbag. You put the opening side down, sit on top of it, use a cushion, and extend the wire using a 9-volt battery to activate. One note, a static charge as you walk across the carpet as you're carrying the bag could cause it to go off. And there's a lot of static in this building.
Yeah. Are they here?
They are here. We have 2 steering column bags and 2 what they call door bags, where they just kind of come out at an angle.
Which one's more powerful?
The steering wheel bags.
All right. You got everything you need to fire one off?
Yeah, I've got one guy's going to go down and get me the sandbag to put into a chair. And I've got a chair, and I've got it sitting in the chair, and I won't touch it till I get outside.
Are you worried?
Well, static electricity. I've been shocking people all day.
Yeah. Well, stick them, take like this plastic trash can and put one in there.
Okay.
That way it'll be protected as you're walking it outside.
Okay.
Or cardboard box or whatever. How long before you're ready to fire one off?
About 5 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take him to get me, though. Sandpaper bag.
Well, we could do one first without anything.
Just do one out in the parking lot empty?
I want to put a chair over it.
Okay.
I just want to see.
We're going up front or out back?
I'm going out front.
Okay.
So, you want to do it out front?
That'd be easiest.
Is there a big enough area out there?
Yeah, I mean, we can do it in the road. That way there's nothing around.
Some traffic.
Yeah. Let's block off traffic. But out back, we got everybody's cars.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go out front. Make it the, John, you're going to have to run the board.
Okay.
We dial the hotline. Eddie, take your camcorder and give it to, actually, I can take the camcorder because I'm not doing anything. I ain't touching nothing.
Do you have a break set up for me to go into, just in case? No, I don't mean in case somebody gets hurt. I mean in case, you're ready to fire something off and I
got it.
Okay.
No, we're not doing anything dangerous. This is not a bit in the making. No. Nothing's going to happen. If it does, nobody's going to buy it.
No kidding.
All right, when the hotline rings, that's me.
Hello. All right. Come over here, John. Where's cam ready? Thank you. You got me?
I got you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
It's not very big. Okay. Dan, would you grab the handbag? Oh, that's all right. We'll see. I got the door ready. Look, there's a 60-foot crane out here. Oh, perfect. We can go over there by the yellow truck. You know what? Maybe we should blow one off before we put the chair on it, because I don't know if it's going to hit one of these cars. Or you want to go over that field? Field? Jesus. Cars are starting to come down Metro Media Place now.
Of course.
I've never seen an airbag go off.
I never have.
Actually, I haven't either. That's why I want to do this with a high-speed shutter so we can slow it down. What do you think? Is this field? How long is it going to take you to wire it up? You have the 9-volt battery? All right. You still got me all right?
You're perfect.
Okay. Eddie, why don't you come over here towards the middle a little bit more? Yeah. Eddie's walking around holding the things like 4 feet away from him because he's afraid it's going to blow.
I would too.
We got 4 of these. Dan, you don't want to sit in the chair? Oh, okay.
So
wired?
You're going to have a chair with some sandbags in it on this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to Dan and getting on it now.
Okay.
Is it ready? Should we be standing this close? Oh, all right.
You rolling tape?
Yeah. Okay. Can you go ahead and put that? What do you think? Should we blow it without the chair on it first? All right, yeah, we got 4 of them. We can test it. Hang on. Are you ready?
Ready to go.
All right, go ahead.
What'd it do?
It ain't 40 feet, but it's a pretty good distance.
Did it go straight up?
Oh, yes.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Enough where it could hurt somebody.
You what?
Is that enough where it would hurt somebody?
He said not to touch that, Eddie.
10 feet?
All right, who wants to get in the chair?
Jeez.
Dan, you want to get in the chair? Come on, Dan, get in the chair.
I have an alternate thought.
Which is what?
On the right side, put more soda cans.
Yeah.
Plywood, put that underneath the sheet of plywood.
Yeah, that's stupid. I'd rather have you in the chair. Did you bring just that one? All right. I want to see how powerful it is to see if it'll actually shoot a human up in the air. How much does that bag weigh? 50? Yeah. Well, let's get the other one. We'll blow that in the air, see if it'll go up with 50 pounds on top of it. Here's your camera. All right, I'm coming back in.
Okay.
What else can we do with these?
I'm trying to think of what else you can launch. I still like the idea of going against the wall and just bracing your neck.
There's just some big hot blonde that just walked out of Channel 33.
Really?
Yeah. Dan, can you see who that chick is, the blonde? Is she on the air? The blonde, the platinum blonde. Damn.
Picking up chicks in the parking lot.
I didn't know they had anybody hot over there. Most of their news anchors are freaks anyway.
Stop it.
All right. See, we actually blew something up and nobody got hurt. It's not quite as exciting.
Yeah.
You want to see this next one?
Sure, I'd love to.
Did you hear the airbag?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of powder, a lot of smoke. What?
You know what? I didn't really notice.
Yeah.
I was just holding the camcorder. Who's on the hot? Oh, that was me. I was just holding the camcorder because I didn't know if something was going to blow out and come back at me.
Right.
Even though I was 20 feet away. It's funny.
That's a safe distance.
Yeah, because it literally went straight up. It's not like it went off to the left or the right. Straight up in the air about 20 feet.
That's high.
Yeah. I almost want to get in the chair.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to because
yes,
I've already been in a car that's been dropped out of a crane.
Right. Let's step down.
Yeah. Yes, Greg?
I just want to know, are you going to be playing those phone calls for Dan Lewis?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
I figured someone had to remind you.
Thank you. You're doing a fine job.
You're welcome.
All right. We got time to do that, don't we?
Go to.
Yeah. All right. How long before you can get another airbag out there?
So do you want to do it on a person sitting on a chair? Because I have to use a chair like this where it goes all the way to the ground.
Why?
So that the airbag can sit up underneath it. See how it
well, we got 4. Let's do another one. Let's do another test. See, this is the way adults test things.
I understand.
You don't just immediately throw a human on it.
Just one step at a time.
Yeah. Do the chair like Dan took out there.
Okay.
Put the airbag underneath that and blow it. Put 50 pounds on it. See how high it goes.
Okay.
If it goes 10, 12 feet in the air, I can't imagine going that high.
I wouldn't think so. The only thing I'm worried about that chair is there's so much space between it and the ground that...
I understand. Is there a way to nail the airbag onto it?
I've got some straps. I can strap it to the bottom of it.
Okay. We'll try that. Where do we leave the phone calls to Dan?
Bottom.
Are they here?
Yeah.
All right. I'll play the first one again.
Okay.
How very exciting. Mm-hmm. So many things going on at once. My mind's a blur. Are you still going to the Christmas party tonight?
Yes. We're going to be there. What time does it start again? Is it 8?
7:30.
Oh, we won't get there till 8:15. I gotta go home, shower, change clothes.
That's why I don't think I'm going.
You're not yes, you're going.
Why would I go?
You've asked that chick to go from the sales department. She's expecting to go with you.
Oh.
We'll have fun. We'll just hang out, just us.
I don't know anybody but us. I see you guys every day.
Okay. If you're not going to go, I'm really not that excited.
I don't know anybody at any of the other stations. There's the Oasis, there's KRLD, there's KVIL, there's a couple other, there's Wild 100 and some other dump.
You know?
K-Love.
K-Love. You know Chapman, Ron Chapman.
I don't think Chapman will go.
Yes, he will. He's management and he's very high profile.
And who the hell is going to be in the talent show?
I have no idea what that is at all.
Because Gavin said Siebert asked him again about the talent show and was I going to do anything? No, I'm not doing anything. I'm not, I'll tell you what, I'll dress up like a monkey. And I get my little symbols, and I'll go out there and I'll do a little thing in circles. Is that what you want?
I don't know what they want to do. I've seen that before, and it's always painful to watch.
Anytime somebody's excited about going someplace to do karaoke, that's a party I don't want to go to.
I understand. I don't know why we just can't go, have a little dinner, have a couple drinks, go home. We got to work tomorrow. It's a Thursday night.
Yes. Thank you.
I felt like crap the other morning when we did that sales thing.
I understand.
Russ Martin Show.
Hi, this is Gretchen from Arsta.
Yes.
I'm trying to find out if your show would be interested in booking Cuba Gooding Jr. for an interview as early as next week.
Sure would.
Oh, sure you would, because you're a big f***ing loser that makes stupid f***ing decisions.
Okay.
You can tell Eddie wrote these phone calls.
Oh, yes.
So they had something to say when Dan answered the phone.
Thinking back just a minute. Okay.
Loser.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks a lot, loser.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, here's the next one. I guess he just got people out of the sales department.
Just grabbed them?
Yeah.
Russ Martin Show.
Yeah, hi. I need to find out about the Best of Eddie CD you guys are playing.
Okay.
Can I pick one of those up at the station, or?
You know what? Let me find out. I just came back, so hold on.
Yeah, I was in the studio when this happened. He actually left and opened the door here and walked in and asked me this question. I don't know why he was asking. Nope, now I do.
No, I'm told they're available only through the website.
Only through the website?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get one of the Best of the Big F***ing Loser CD too?
If you like.
F***ing loser. F***ing loser. F***ing loser. F***ing loser. F***ing loser.
Okay, is that it?
F***ing loser.
Is that all?
F***ing loser.
Who was that?
I don't know which one that was.
Do you know who it was, Dan?
Yeah, that was Ricky, the imaging guy.
Oh, okay.
Wow, 100. Can I get one of them? Dang.
All right. And the next one.
Russ Martin Show.
Yeah, is this Gavin Spittle?
No. You've got the wrong number for Gavin Spittle.
Oh, then this must be the loser of the f***ing decade.
That sounds like Billy the Kid, is it?
Yeah, Billy.
I guess so.
How can you f***ing live with yourself, seriously?
About with what?
How does it feel to be dumber than Tasso?
No, this is Dan O'Malley's phone line you're calling. Are you calling for him?
I'm calling for the f***ing loser hotline. Where's it at?
I guess this is it. What can I do for you?
Me?
Is that it? Anything else?
That's about it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you for calling.
Big Eddie said there's only 4 on here. Was that Billy?
Russ Martin Show.
Dan?
Yeah.
Is this Dan Lewis?
Yes, it is.
Wow, you haven't killed yourself yet?
I'm sorry?
How f***ing stupid can one person be?
I don't know. How stupid are you? Come on, work on it. You can do better than this.
Do better than what?
Do better than you're doing now. So far, your caller, what? JD, is this number 7 or 8? Number 7?
Hey, are you still sitting at that...
Oh, you're out of the office for the girl.
Are you still sitting at that little desk? How do your big fat legs fit under that little desk?
I'm sorry, say it again. I missed that.
I said, how do your big fat legs fit under that little desk?
They fit quite easily.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that it?
Well, I don't know. Is that the best you can do?
No.
So far, you guys have pretty much sucked. You need to really, really work on this if you're going to get it right. If you're going to call in and insult me, you've got to do better than effing loser, fat guy, any of the same old stuff that everybody else has already heard or said before. So if you want to do a good job, no. Listen up. So if you want to learn to do this right.
Here we go.
You know, when Dan used to screen calls, I would walk in on him, and he would be having this exact same conversation with people on the phone. I went, do this on your own time. You're supposed to be screening calls, not doing the Dan Lewis show in the little call screening booth.
No. I'm going to tell you something now.
Dan may have a valid point. Let's see.
Then you need to really work something out ahead of time. Here's what you do.
You mean like on your show?
Yeah, go ahead and write it all down. Go practice in front of a mirror.
Will you be my writer, Dan?
And work really, really hard on it and practice so you get it nice and smooth and get the insults down so you can't tell that you're reading.
Hey, Dan, I got to apologize. I'm really sorry. I'm just messing around with you. Listen, I'm a student at SMU and I want to get into radio, and I thought you'd be the person I asked.
I didn't know SMU had a radio department.
Will you show me how to do radio?
Why, of course.
I mean, your show, I'm not kidding. It was the best, really.
Does this get any better?
They just trade insults for a while. I mean, just back and forth.
I thought you said this was the good one.
It was. I mean, I was standing in the room and I was laughing when he was saying it.
Is it getting any better than what I just heard? Is it the same stuff?
It's pretty close to the same stuff.
I don't
he just insults him.
I like the chicken in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. I'll listen to the rest of it. Screw it.
It was the best radio I've ever heard. I think you're being railroaded.
Oh, okay.
And one question: why haven't you killed yourself yet?
All right, if you're gonna do this,
all right, I've heard
This is Russ Martin.
going to go back out there. We're going to blow off this next one with a chair on it. Okay. Then we'll come back and you can do news. Okay. Everything set up out there already?
Yes.
Okay. Dan, that's me on the hotline. Don't answer it. All right. You ready, John?
Yep.
We won't be long because he's already got all this wired up.
I got you. Say something. I don't.
I just dropped a call.
Okay.
All right, I'll be calling back.
Okay. There you are.
Hello?
We got you.
All right. Give me the camcorder again. Thank you. How much weight you got on it this time?
The 50-pound sandbag, chair, and a board.
All right. With the chair and everything, about 65 pounds? All right. People are setting on the service road again. Now they're getting out of their cars.
Good.
Huh?
That's good. You knew they were going to come around.
All right, let's hurry up and do this, Eddie, before they all get over here. Jesus Christ!
What happened?
Nothing. There's just more cars pulling up.
Oh.
Ready to parking.
Oh.
Come some guy that works for the city. All right. Anytime, Eddie. Here we go. So not going to blow? This one doesn't work? Danny, go check on it. You pussy. Go poke at it. What's the matter, Eddie? The wires come off? The wires came off of it.
Okay.
Eddie's just worried about static because it's been cold.
Yeah, I agree.
He's worried about the static electricity. Eddie, why don't you lean your head back a little bit in case it goes off? All right. Now there are 12 cars out here.
God.
Comes a great big delivery truck that'll now be stopping. We don't have this many people turn out for appearances.
No.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
I am in here, yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's got the chair. It's got 50-pound weight on it. It's got the airbag right underneath it. All right. That was a good idea.
I had to hit
that bitch went through the bottom of the chair.
Did it really?
Yes.
I had to hit the delay. It sounded like somebody dropped the F-bomb.
No, nobody said anything.
Oh, I thought they did.
So nobody heard the explosion.
Well, it was a couple seconds.
No, they missed it. Went through the bottom of the chair.
Jesus.
I don't think I want to sit on that.
No, that'll go through your body.
Now here on the side road, the Metro Media Place, it looks like a parade. Cars going up and down.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, honk the horns.
Yeah. No, nobody said anything.
All right.
Nice going. Way to screw up a bit, John. Shut up! Mongoloids? All right.
You coming in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready with news?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
You heard the explosion, right?
Absolutely.
The bottom of the chair.
I'll go back to the chair in the next break.
I can't imagine getting hit in the face with that.
Yeah.
Of course, that chair could have been old.
It was still metal.
Well, it's a cushion on the bottom.
Okay. But you wouldn't.
I mean, it didn't penetrate it. It knocked the cushion loose from the chair.
You wouldn't want to have been sitting in the chair.
Boom, boom.
How'd that go?
No. I want to do another one.
How many more do we have?
Get 2 more.
Okay. I'll bring the fast shutter camera tomorrow so we can watch it in slow motion. Plus, you're losing light now.
Yeah, it is getting pretty dark. I'm telling you, it looked like an effing parade up and down this side street here. Cars were coming from all different directions. Hold on. Yes, Joe?
Yeah, you could hear it on the radio.
You heard the
explosion, yeah.
Oh, could you?
I thought enough time passed.
Yeah, you could hear the chair breaking, so.
Okay.
And there was about 3 or 4 seconds, so I thought somebody screamed the F-bomb.
Oh, no. All right, thanks. Now, the chair didn't come up that far off the ground because the cushion, it went up, it hit the cushion, and the cushion broke loose.
Broke off.
Yeah. We got the video.
Good.
Yeah. Now, the side airbags, they're not as powerful as the front?
That's what he said, and they kind of come out at an angle because they're supposed to, like, just keep you from hitting the door.
Okay. What if we did, what would happen if we did 2 of those at once?
We've got 2.
Yeah. Still like the idea of putting it on a wheelchair.
I like that idea, too, because then that way you're just going to go forward.
Yeah. This would be cool.
Yeah.
This would be cool. All right. See what this guy wants, and then we'll do news. Yes, Amy?
Hey, Russ.
Yes, ma'am?
I just wanted to tell you that yesterday I stood out in front of Kiss FM for 3 hours.
Why?
I was promised I had won Jingle Ball tickets.
What is that?
It's some concert that Kiss FM was putting on, and I was winning them for my 5-year-old. And
didn't I threaten to go to that last year?
Yes, you did.
And they put security out so I couldn't get in.
All over.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Well, they gave away like 3,000 tickets or 3,000 vouchers, and there were only 1,000 tickets.
Did you already have a voucher?
Yeah.
Okay.
But everybody who had a voucher didn't get a ticket.
All right.
So this guy comes out, and he's like, oh, well, sorry, we have no tickets. We've already given them all away. And all these parents are standing out there with their kids. My 5-year-old just starts crying because he's starting to get into music and stuff because he's in kindergarten.
How could you have a voucher and they wouldn't give you a ticket?
I don't know. Nobody got a ticket. He said they'd already given them all away. The guy was a total jack, you know what?
Right.
I was just like, you know what, that's cold. And then the guy just went back in. And it took me forever to get my 5-year-old calmed down because he was looking forward to going. And I don't know. And I don't have a lot of money this year for Christmas. I buy what I can. And
right.
That was one thing that we were looking forward to. So I just thought that was cool.
Well,
so I just wanted to tell you that. So
I certainly would remember that if anybody asked you what your favorite show is.
Well, you're my favorite show because I listen to you every afternoon. So
thank you. I would never promise tickets and not deliver.
Well, there was a DJ that was in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He got everything hyped up and told all these parents to listen in. He had a special Christmas.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's where you heard it.
Yeah.
Good for you. Bye. Hey, listen, I heard this on the radio. Yeah, no, it was here.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't understand. If they got vouchers, how can you come out and say we don't have tickets?
I don't know what they did. Gave away too many. Pulled. So there are a lot of.
At least you walk out. With us, we throw some firecrackers out there and go get the hell out of here. All the tickets are gone. You were here too late. Beat it.
Or you chase them out with the chainsaw like you did before.
Yeah. You run out there with a chainsaw and get out of here. There's nothing for you here. But if they're going to do it, at least have something to give away. Walk out there with a T-shirt or some koozies or whatever the crap is that they give away. Go, look, we screwed up. We're sorry. Take this instead. At least for, standing out here. Waiting in line for 3 hours?
No, parents will do it for tickets for their kids. Mommy, I really want to go. Oh, geez. There's the guilt trip.
I'm not waiting 3 hours for anybody. I wouldn't wait in line for 3 hours to have my thing squeezed.
I understand. A lot of people would. You don't have to.
All right. So you think we can blow 2 at once tomorrow?
At least so.
Can we get a wheelchair tomorrow?
Yeah, in fact, I think O'Malley said he had one lined up.
Good. We'll put them on the back and blow it out.
Okay.
Exciting.
It is. It's going to be cool.
All right. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right, 5:50. J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. It's brought to us by the North Texas Gun Show. You'll see Eddie there on Saturday. He'll be there from noon until 2 at the Big Town Convention Center on Mesquite, Highway 80, Big Town Boulevard in Mesquite. 1,000 tables, guns, knives, ammo, hunting equipment, and more. Lots of free parking. Come by and see him on Saturday. Federal prosecutor was found shot and stabbed to death in a Pennsylvania creek today after failing to show up at a trial of a rapper and another man accused of dealing heroin. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jonathan P. Luna, who's 38, discovered face down in the water behind the parking lot of a well drilling company in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. That's 70 miles from Baltimore. Luna was prosecuting Baltimore rapper Dion Lionel Smith and Walter O'Reilly Poindexter. They were accused of dealing heroin and running a violent drug ring from their Stash House record studio.
The guy's name was Walter O'Reilly Poindexter?
Yes.
All right. It's Radar's name from MASH. Walter O'Reilly. Go ahead.
Authorities did not say whether the two men are under suspicion for the slaying.
Well, of course they are.
They were behind bars at the time.
The guy's going to prosecute a couple of rappers. They find him shot and stabbed in a creek bed.
I know. New birth control options catching on with North Texas women. The quick new Assure procedure requires no incisions and almost completely eliminates the worry of unwanted pregnancy. According to a gynecologist, more and more women are choosing the permanent birth control option. It is permanent, however. You go into the vagina, into the uterus, and actually put plugs in the fallopian tubes. They use local anesthetic during the 30-minute procedure. During the weeks that follow, scar tissue develops and permanently blocks the tubes. The procedure is pain-free. It is not reversible. And according to the manufacturer of the plugs, there is a 99.8% rate of effectiveness.
What is it that's wrong with Dr. Natasha, where she can't have kids, where they keep pulling her eggs out and slapping them with semen?
There's a lot of things that could be wrong.
Has she ever said?
I don't think she ever did.
Oh. I'm just curious.
Experts have now confirmed that rudeness is on the rise in America. A recent survey found out that 33% of people who think that American manners are poor are correct, and that that's up from 22% just 1 year earlier. Why all of a sudden are we more rude? Some people blame the younger generation, thinking they're entitled to everything. Another theory is that parents encourage their kids to stand up in the face of being bullying, but then they start talking to teachers and authority figures in the same way without any respect.
Yeah, if you're going to mouth off to your parents, you're going to mouth off to teachers.
Sure.
That was one of the reasons we didn't mouth off to teachers in school, because we knew it was going to get back to your mom or your dad, especially with my parents.
Oh, yeah.
To where whippings didn't last 4 or 5 smacks. I'm not kidding when I'm telling you they would last at least a minute and a half.
It's a long time. It's more than just a smack or two.
Yeah. We got to lay down on the bed. I remember the one time we went in the bathroom.
Yes. Nothing.
I ain't going over that.
Okay.
We go in the bathroom, and I got to bend over the toilet. And I don't know what I did in the middle of getting whipped, but at a certain point she goes, all right, pull down your pants.
Obviously not getting enough impact on you.
I guess not. She goes, I'm going to leave the room. You pull down your pants, or I'm coming back in the bathroom. That's when I locked the door.
Locked the door.
I was absolutely scared to death because she's screaming at me through the door, and she went and got a hairpin to unlock the bathroom door.
That's like something out of a bad movie.
That's exactly what it was like, because I knew if she got in there, I was dead. And there was no... Let's see, did that bathroom have a window? It's when we lived on Crusader. No, that one didn't have a window, so I had nowhere to go.
Man.
And she's just screaming on the other side of the door.
Oh, yeah. She's getting madder every second. What happened?
And the louder she screamed, you let me in there, more I didn't want to.
I understand that emotion. What happened when she finally got in?
I don't remember. I'm sure I still got a whipping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still scared.
Of your mother? No, you're not.
Obviously, that was pretty traumatic. If I can remember that, what am I, 43? If I can remember that 7 years later.
You're not. You are not.
If I can remember whatever it was, 35 years later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember moments in my life when I was scared.
Your parents shouldn't do that.
No. Then some people say it's technology. Before cell phones were everywhere, nobody talked on their cell phone at dinner. The catch is nobody thinks themselves as actually rude. In fact, most Americans rate their own manners as excellent. New York-based professional etiquette trainer thinks that is the problem. Etiquette is not just about what fork you use. It's all about your self-awareness and how you treat others with respect or lack
thereof.
Hold on a
second. Dan, who is that?
That's Fitz from Wild.
What does he want?
He's hosting the talent show tonight at the company Christmas party.
Well, that's ironic. Well. What does he want?
Does it really matter now?
No, thanks.
No.
Thanks for the setup.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Michael Jackson's high-powered team of legal folks have come up with another allegation to basically put down the family of his 12-year-old accuser. The TV show Celebrity Justice says that Michael's defense will claim that the boy's mother wanted Michael to pay for her child's appearance on the controversial British TV documentary that aired last year called Living with Michael Jackson, and supposedly it was only after Michael refused to pay that she started threatening it, that, basically he accused of molesting the son. Meanwhile, the New York Times says there's talk that the prosecution really doesn't have much of a case against Michael at all. Apparently a tip line they set up to field calls pertaining to any Jackson molestation incidents has yielded very little useful information, and they've delayed filing the charges against Michael twice because they've had so little to go on. Now, here comes a credit card that you can't possibly leave home without. It's a microchip the size of a grain of rice implanted in the arm. It's the Vera chip, which transmits a unique ID number by radio frequency to a scanner. Actually, been implanted in more than 30 people for a variety of potential applications, including building ID, like a badge, medical bracelet, anti-kidnapping device. Now, the chip's creator, Applied Digital Solutions, Palm Beach, Florida, is pitching it as a digital wallet. Could be automatically, you can make purchases in the store, just walk right out and just charges your credit card. For example, a chip embedded in a product or its packaging can transmit signals informing the retailer it has been removed from the shelf and needs to be replaced. Here's an interesting Christmas gift. The holiday season against us. You're looking for fun stuff. Go to starfoundation.net. This season, give the gift that will last forever. Name a star after your loved one as a unique and special gift they will never forget.
What a hose. What does this cost?
Let me see. I've got a whole list here of what it is. See if it has a list.
And how do you know that they didn't name somebody else's the same star? How do you know which star is yours?
They actually send you, they send you a name of the star. That's a certificate on a wooden plaque, Star Foundation signature lapel pin, map of the constellation showing where your star is, astronomical term sheet, interesting fact sheet about stars, helpful hints for viewing the stars at night, and a 30-day money-back guarantee.
What's the guarantee for?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing? Eddie, dang it! Out of your mind?
What?
Chasing me with an airbag? What? There's static electricity in here. That could have gone off.
He was holding it. Not like he's going to blow it off in his hand.
He was aiming at me. That doesn't say here what it cost. It's starfoundation.net.
So I'm going to pay somebody amount of money. Yeah. They're going to name a star after me or somebody else.
Right. And they're going to show you where it is in the heavens. And
and what would be their overhead on something like this?
Zero.
I would be stupid enough to buy a star.
Just a unique little gift idea.
I'd rather name skin tags on Lee Harris.
God, stop it.
Why don't we do that?
What?
Eddie, take a picture. Lee Harris to hold up his armpits.
Oh, no.
We'll take pictures, and then people can send money, and we'll name them.
Gross.
That makes a lot more sense than selling stars.
Yes, I agree. They didn't say here what it costs, but I'm sure it says on the website, starfoundation.net. And if you're looking for something a little more down to earth for Christmas, there's a brand new Mandarin Oriental Hotel in New York. They have the most expensive hotel room in America. One night in the presidential suite. How much do you think that would cost you? Let me tell you what you get first.
I don't know.
5,000 square feet, full kitchen, formal dining, living room with a flat screen TV, surround sound, baby grand piano, panoramic views of the Central Park and Hudson River, Asian themed art worth $1 million, French marble floors.
Yeah, Nick.
Hey, that Star Foundation is an advertiser on your station.
How many can I buy at one time?
As many as you want, I believe.
What a fabulous idea.
I thought it was. A 2-person shower and a tub that overflows.
What are you shaking your head, Dan?
Actually, Star Registry.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Star Registry, because you can get something nice that people remember for years and years and years. I thoroughly enjoy that.
Okay.
Somebody shut me in next time.
I didn't know it.
Hit me with an airbag.
I
still think we should sell these skin tags and name them.
We could probably do that. So people would pay.
You could pick which one you wanted until they're all gone.
Raise some money for the foundation. Oh, man. Raise some money and use some of that money to get them removed.
Yeah, you can have it. You can pick which one you wanted, so when they get cut off, we'll send it to you.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a bonus for the big one. It's going to be a lot more expensive for the big one. Looks like a toe. Don't you think?
Is there one that
yeah,
that big?
It's almost that big.
Which toe?
It looks rather more like the last thing in your pinky. It's big. It's the one he can pull down. You can actually pull it down.
He cannot.
He was in there doing it the other day.
When he was swinging it.
Yeah, he's swinging it.
He can swing a skin tag?
Oh, yeah.
What we could sell those for?
No idea.
I don't think I'd want that on my website.
I don't believe so either. No. Anyway,
I like the star idea a whole lot better now.
It's a good concept.
That's exciting.
Embrace that.
How great for somebody to come up with that idea. They're gone. Hold on. Yeah, Ronnie?
Buddy, what's the skin tag over the crack run?
He got any on his ass? Do you want one on the ass?
Sure.
Hang on a second. Go see if he's got any on his ass. We'll have people start taking dubbing tags. Go ahead.
Remove. Anyway, there's one night at the most expensive hotel room in America, 5,000 square feet, all the stuff you want. Only $12,595 a night. And finally.
Hold on. Eddie's checking right now. Lee's out in the hall.
Okay.
Come on, Eddie, let's go. Oh. Sorry, Ronnie, he ain't got none on the ass.
Oh, bummer.
All right, bye. Go ahead.
Bummer. All right. And from Cosmopolitan Magazine, a list of 6 sex myths guys learn from porn. Sex myth number 1, women are always ready to make love. Well, in typical porn setting, women's always
all right,
ready.
You got to hang on to this. Eddie said we got a break.
Okay. There's news and information brought to us by Sherlock Club. See you out there Friday night. JD Ryan Live 105.3.
Is Russ Martin.
All right, let's see. Traffic here one more time. Hi, Gail.
Hi there. We've got a pretty big mess on Central Expressway now. This is brought to you by the Hallmark Channel. If you're traveling northbound on 75 at Royal, you got the 2 left lanes blocked in the shoulder. Traffic's backed up past North Park now. Also northbound Central at Hall, a problem on the shoulder, but traffic's backed up onto Woodall Rogers across north downtown. Westbound 20 past Mountain Creek, a wreck involving an overturned car. 3 lanes are blocked. Traffic is backed up to Hill City Drive. That's also affecting southbound 408 from around Grady Niblo. Westbound 183 at MacArthur in westbound 183 at MacArthur in Irving. You got long delays due to an earlier accident. Now in Louisville, there's a crash on northbound 35 Simmons at Round Grove Road. It's on the entrance ramp. Don't miss the original holiday television premiere, A Carol Christmas, starring Tori Spelling and William Shatner, this Sunday at 7, only on the Hallmark Channel, where great holiday stories come to life. I'm Gail Lights on the Alternative Talk Station Live 105.3.
Thank you, Gail. Cool tonight, 38 for the overnight low. Windy and very cold tomorrow night, down below freezing. Should be about 28. We have 51 now, live 105.3.
Really, Dan, what did Fitz want earlier when he called?
Exactly what I told you. He's calling in saying they have a slot open in the talent show at tonight's Christmas party, and he's hosting it and wanted to see if you would be in it.
No. Seabert's already asked. What time is the talent show so I can skate around that? Is it the beginning or the end?
Actually, I'm not sure.
What all is it that they have planned? What do they do at these talent shows?
I really don't know. I mean, the only thing I could think of would be skits and just
karaoke.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to go to karaoke.
I don't blame you.
I can sing my new Dan song.
Yeah, you could. Never thought of that.
Where is it? Got them all in here. What is it? Another Dan day. Do you believe that you didn't suck? Dan's got his knee pads on. I know. I'm not going to do this one.
Is Dan coming to the party? I guess he is, or he is not.
I told him he could come.
Okay.
that Natasha? Dr. Natasha?
Hey, little birdie told me you were talking about me. What were you saying, Russ?
We were talking about, what were we talking about?
Okay, remember we brought her up.
Birth control? Yeah.
That's right.
What is it, well then it came up, what is it that's wrong with you to where you gotta have your eggs pulled out and have your husband blow on them?
Oh, no, in vitro. Oh, because I had 2 ectopic pregnancies.
What is that?
That means when you have an ectopic pregnancy, it means it gets stuck in the fallopian tube, and they have to go in and give you what's called a laparoscopy, and they have to remove the tube and the little bitty fetus.
All right, so there's no way for the sperm to get to your fallopes.
Right.
I mean, your eggs.
So, well, they're gone. No fallope. So they bypass that. You do in vitro, and it just dumps the embryos in the uterus. Yeah.
Well, theoretically, after that, it seems like once they fertilize the eggs, since nothing else is wrong with it, you get pregnant.
Well, no, because then it has to attach to the uterus. So I'm having a problem with them attaching. They're not attaching. And it could be for, who knows, you could be lacking a vitamin, it could just be stress. No one really knows why.
So they stick the eggs back in there, they just kind of bounce around like a meat Morocco?
Yeah, they have to stick so they can grow and multiply and become a little baby.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what's up.
Well, that was it.
So I have a question for you.
What?
Well, all I want for Christmas is little nipples and a long butt crack. Just like you.
I don't have little nipples.
All I want for Christmas is little nipples and a long butt crack. I'm so proud of myself. I love that song.
She was doing that last time. I showed her my nipples.
Right.
They're just little baby window.
Hey, at least I can have a baby something.
Oh, that was cruel.
Deformed. I mean, not formed.
What?
She's making fun of my nipples.
So? And your butt crack.
There's nothing wrong with my butt crack, and my nipples are just fine.
No, you came out halfway formed.
I did not.
I think so. I think your mama had a narrow vagina. And you came out
all right, that's enough of that.
Your butt crack is just so long, and your little nipples are tiny and little.
Are you done?
Well, I'm just trying to think of a logical explanation.
My nipples are just dandy, and my butt crack is exactly the right length. Why you think it's long, I don't know.
I just never seen one like that, and I've seen a lot of butt crack.
Well, of course you have. Hey, all the different guys, and I'm not being a smartass here, but the different celebs that you were with, did they have any weird things on their bodies? Who was the movie? Who was the movie guy you did?
What? Besides Oliver Stone?
Yeah. Did he have anything? He have anything weird?
No, they really didn't. They really didn't. Although I actually wondered if Charlie's was actually. I mean, I asked him several times, "Is this real?" Because I couldn't believe his unit. No matter how much partying he'd done, just never failed him.
Really?
Yeah, and I found that a little just amazing.
Because if I have too much whiskey, I'm out. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's always something you can have too much of, and he did it all. And I just was like, and it still worked. That amazed me.
What all was he into?
Oh, no, this was a long time ago.
Okay.
We smoked crack.
Did you smoke crack with him?
No. No, I just, I saw that. I saw that.
Oh.
It kind of freaked me out.
Oh, so you just watched him do crack?
No, and he wanted to be taken to rehab and stuff like that, so I tried to help, but you can't help someone. They have to help themselves. You know all that, right?
I guess.
Oh, and then you get really mad. It's not smoking crack, it's smoking coke.
What's the difference?
That's what I said. Well, I guess one's more prestigious.
Yeah.
If you're rich.
Yeah, ain't crack.
Yeah, well, crack sounds like you couldn't afford the good stuff.
Exactly. Like you're on the streets or something. But that was a long time ago. Now he's all cleaned up, and he's got a great show, and he's got a hot wife, and he's going to have a baby.
Who's he married to?
Denise Richards.
Really?
She's so hot.
Why didn't you marry him?
Couldn't go there.
Why not?
Well, I mean, he did ask, but it was under way too much influence of stuff. But actually, and you know what? Famous people are too much work.
How long did you date?
6 months.
And he did crack. He did coke the whole time.
No. Just he'd have these lapses. And he'd kind of be clean for a little while and then go off the wagon. And that's how it always was. It was just so much drama. And then he was never faithful or anything. He tried, he just couldn't. He was always really honest, too. I'd ask him, he'd be like, no, how many? 6? Oh, God. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Why'd you stay with him for so long?
Well, because it was really fun. It was really fun. But then towards the end, it was just, I was just like, no, I can't do this.
What would you guys do?
Well, we'd fly to Vegas.
I know it.
In a private jet and gamble and just drink champagne all night.
Movie premieres?
No, we didn't go to any movie premieres because I don't know. He was kind of anti-Hollywood at that time.
I forget. Who are we talking about again?
Charlie Sheen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie.
All right.
So that was that. But he's the one who gave me a great idea for a video. He was always into the inside. Like he said that I should take a camera and put it inside a woman and reveal the G-spot. So that's what I did.
Okay.
Actually, that was a good idea. You know, when you stay up for 6 days, you come up with things like that.
Would he really go for a week and not go to sleep?
Oh, 6 or 7 days. But then he would, kind of freak out.
Did you stay with him that whole time, too?
Oh, no. I'd go home and come back and check on him and things like that.
Did he look really, really bad when he was going through this, staying up for 6 days?
Yeah.
Like crap, I would think.
Yeah. I'd bring food, soup, and stuff like that.
I don't even know why you would do that. That just kind of allows him to...
It was so sad. It was kind of sad. It was really sad. I mean, he was very close to rock bottom, and then that's pretty much when he went. His dad took him to the final rehab that actually worked. So...
I'd heard Danny Bonaducci before say he was so addicted to smoking crack, coke, whatever, that he wouldn't even wait. I guess the pipe gets really hot.
Uh-huh.
I believe I've heard this too.
I don't know.
Yeah. And he said he wouldn't even wait for the pipe to cool down. He'd put it on his lips. He would hear his skin sizzle, and he'd keep smoking it anyway.
Gross. Oh,
his lips would be, after a while, I guess you got used to it.
Yeah. I guess so.
Who else were you porking that was famous?
You love to know this. Actually, just, let's see, who did I do? I had a one-night stand with Oliver Stone. Gosh. And then
what was that like? Did he talk a lot in bed?
No, he really didn't. Remember I told you about that nom thing?
No, I don't remember.
You don't? God, one of you has to remember.
Nobody remembers. Tell us again.
Okay. Where it was, well, this is kind of nasty. Are you sure? Well, okay, you can pull the plug out of you anytime you want. But it was that, I was on my cycle, let's say.
All right, I got it. Oh, okay, and you thought that he was into, it was kind of a non-flashback?
It was that, right? He made a reference to it.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, and he told me to never talk about this on the radio.
Of course.
I was like, whatever.
Now, did you guys just have sex, or did he put his face someplace while this was going on?
Oh, no, he put his face
yeah, he was in nom.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way you could do that without being in the war.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
Because, I guess sometimes that's the only way you could get sex.
All right. Stop.
So yeah.
Stop it.
That's that.
God. Oh.
I mean, have you ever done that?
No. We've had this conversation in here, and I don't care how bad I need it. I don't need it that bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Both JD and Everett.
Yeah.
You guys have done that.
Have had sex during that period.
Ugh.
Oh, well, that's no big deal. I would just put down a black towel.
No, I don't want to see anything. I don't want to know. I would know what was going on, and I don't want it. I don't care if I'm in the shower. I don't care if it's in the pitch dark. I would know, and that would ook me.
See, my husband's really cool about stuff like that. Because, hey, when you travel a lot, and if he wants it, and that time, and you just throw down a black towel, and turn down the lights, and then get up and wash off. What's the big deal?
Jump in the shower.
I can't. I would. It would just be in my mind the whole time it was going on. What we're using for lubrication.
Yes.
So that would make you lose it.
Yes. I would probably yak. I would come closer to using yak for lubricant than that.
Oh, gross. Nasty.
Well, I had a friend, and I'm sure everybody has a friend of a friend. I had a friend who was really drunk and was with a guy. And actually, she'd been with this guy before, so she knew him. Maybe the third time she was with him, she was really drunk. She was too drunk to do
I'm going to take you off the air, and you keep telling the story, and I'll put you back on when I think it's safe.
Oh, no, it's totally safe.
All right, go ahead.
She went downtown and then she puked in the middle of it.
Okay.
All over him.
All right.
Has that ever happened to you?
No.
No?
Well, I did it to myself.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That actually scared me because I didn't know I was about to finish.
No.
Oh.
I know that doesn't make any sense, but the mental image is funny to me.
Good one.
Yeah.
Well, oh, gosh. I really want to talk about your long butt crack.
Do we have to break? We have to go.
Well, I have to go, too. I'm in South Beach. I have to go to dinner with my brother.
What are you doing down there?
Same thing, radio.
Oh.
But, okay, so plug my stuff. For Christmas, great stocking stuff.
Oh, No, not after my long butt crack and my baby nipples.
I take it back.
Take it back.
She is so stupid.
I know.
Come on. I have a little special running for Christmas.
What is it?
Okay, if you go to loveteacher.com and you buy a video, you get a free couple weeks at loveteacher.com for nothing. Great stuff.
What do I get? Well, what do I get for? What is it I get for 2 free weeks? I mean, what's on the?
You'll learn everything: positions of the Kama Sutra, how to get better at foreplay, how to give any woman an orgasm. You'll learn the greatest position. You'll learn all about the G-spot. It's a video site too, so you'll see all of the stuff in video.
Okay.
And she'll learn how to give better hummers. All that. We cover everything sexual. We teach you how to be the greatest lover of all time, him and her.
All right.
There you go.
Loveteacher.com.
I love your big butt crack. And your little baby nipples.
I have it. Like I said, at least I can have a baby something.
Okay. Do you still have I'mHavingAMonkeyBaby.com up?
That's still up. It's got all
I want you to know something. I went to a dinner party in San Antonio, Texas with my parents, and this man leaned across the table and he goes, "Ha! I'mHavingAMonkeyBaby.com." And I shrunk. I just was so embarrassed.
Why?
Right in front of my parents.
What about it?
And my dad's like, "What's that about?" I was like, "No, you don't want to go there." Well, you have that orangutan boob and all that stuff going on.
As far as I know, it's a real picture with a monkey suckling on your breast.
No, my boobs aren't that big. They're not that big. All right, gotta go. Love you.
All right.
Bye.
Dr. Natasha Terry. I really got baby nipples.
I have never really looked at your nipples, to be honest.
They're not big, but I never thought about them being malformed.
Let me see them.
I don't think I wanted you to see them.
Good.
Can I show them too? They're not big enough to pierce.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had anybody say anything else before. Certainly nobody said anything about my ass crack.
Well, she has. Before this.
All right, I'm going to show you really quick.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
I danced to LeBaron. Nobody said anything about my nipples.
I didn't see him. I wasn't looking at you. I was trying to videotape and do 100 other things. Staring at your body.
I ain't showing you my nipples.
Why? Just show me one. Just one.
I don't want to.
Why?
Now I'm really feeling queer. We've had too much queer stuff this week.
All right, we can stop. Ask your date tonight at the party. Say, hey.
Yeah.
Ice icebreaker. Does this look like a baby nipple to you?
I'm sure Lee Harris is going to be doing the same thing with his arm tags.
Does this look like a baby going into my arm? God.
I'll be back.
Russ Martin Show.
You have the Gary Hoey album?
I do not.
You can get this.
I love this.
I think he's got 3 of them. Ho Ho Hoey and then 2 and 3.
How do you spell Hoey?
H-O-E-Y. Cool. Did we ever get the CD from Brumley?
Yeah.
The Christmas tune?
What's
Al would put out a Christmas CD.
I remember the Christmas he came up and played in and out of the commercial breaks for us.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was great. Such a fun day.
There it is. Where's, I need a jewel case. Oh, we got a studio. We ain't got no jewel case in here. I'll use this one. I got one, Eddie. What's the quality like on this?
It seems to be all right.
This would be weird listening to him play.
Yeah, well.
I don't care. Is this off cassette?
Yes, it was definitely.
Okay. You can hear the tape wobble. That makes me sad.
No. Eddie showed me a picture of the very last poker game they had. He took a picture of Brumley. A week later, he was dead. It's real just eerie.
I think that was the biggest thing that bothered him the most about the tumor was not the fact that he couldn't walk around anymore. It's the fact that he couldn't play the keyboards.
Yeah.
Because he lost movement in his left hand.
Last time I really saw him wail was at that the phone party we had.
Yeah.
God, he was so on that night.
How many tracks on here, do you know?
I think 7.
Stop it. Russ.
What?
Stop. God.
I mean, it just making me sad.
You should. It really should make you happy.
Well, it ain't. It's not working.
Well, it's what he loved to do. Get you in the festive mood for our big party tonight.
I ain't going to that dump.
Yes, you are. You got the date.
I'm not saying where the party's a dump. I'm just saying the people in it's making it a dump.
I realize.
And they're going to have the big talent show.
I can't believe grown-ups are throwing a talent show at a Christmas party.
I don't like radio people. And this place is going to be packed full of radio people. Because it's us, 5 other Infinity stations, and probably the crew from the Texas State Network, because that's an Infinity thing.
Guess who they're all going to want to talk to and touch? You.
Why?
Why? Because you're the ratings leader in this whole market.
For all the stations?
Think about it. Of course.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, we should go and just kind of flaunt it.
Just walk around?
Yeah.
Don't speak to Mr. Martin. Oof, oof, oof.
Yes, away with you. See what else is on her.
Don't let me go there if you're not going. I don't want to go anyway. I want to go home, shower, put clothes on, go out, stand around a bunch of people. If you're not going, tell me.
I'll go.
Okay.
Why is it I can look at pictures of him now, I don't tear up, but I listen to this, and it bothers me?
Just because this was so important to him. His music was such a part of who he was, how much he loved it. Mm-hmm.
Jason?
All right, a-holes. I'm doing like 75 down I-20. I don't need to be tearing up over the Brumley music.
You didn't know Al? What are you tearing up for?
I didn't know Al personally, no, but I knew him because he's a friend of the show. I've been listening to the show since forever. And I also think about all the times he was on the show playing the keyboards, and I just don't need that at 75, 80 miles an hour. And I'm sure, since it's the #1 rated show, I'm not the only idiot driving through tears out here.
Well, That's very kind of you to say.
Thank you, Russ.
You bet. Is he playing the top?
It's not.
I guess we could sell this.
Yeah.
Can we, Eddie?
I can ask Laura. I honestly don't know because he just kind of a deal that he liked to make and just give to people. So I don't know.
Let's go to the.
Are you tearing up? Huh?
Don't make the Eddie cry. Stop it.
Here, we'll listen to a couple more. Well, what are we playing? What did I tell you? Yeah, all these are old songs. There wouldn't be any copyright on any of these.
I don't believe so. We'd have to check that out.
Who's going to go after some widow because we're selling her dead husband's music?
Just have the money go to the Brumley folks?
Yeah, send it to his wife. What song is this? It's not a bad recording.
It's beautiful. You get the original digital stuff. Easier.
That's probably the cleanest we can get.
Oh, is it?
Probably not that one. All right. We'll check with her and see if we can sell that. All right. All right, give me the stuff. Is it over here? Thank you. You got everybody lined up, Dan? Now I'm morose.
I'm sorry.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Now it's time to play everybody's favorite game. And here's your host, Russ Martin.
Get everybody on the phone. Hi, Gerald.
Yeah, how you doing, Russ?
Good. Welcome to the show. What do you do for a living?
Mechanic.
Okay. And let's see, where's the next one? Hi, David.
Hey, how you doing?
What do you do?
Beat kids for a living.
Good. And Christy?
Hello.
What do you do?
I'm in sales.
Okay. All right. Everybody know how we play this?
Sure do.
Okay. Let's see what we're playing for, John.
Playing for a tri-pack of DVDs, including Shallow Hal, There's Something About Mary, Me, Myself, and Irene. Make sure to catch Stuck on You in theaters December the 12th. Also, a Peace on Earth Vermont teddy bear. Not to mention a month at Larry North Fitness and a book, Living Lean, and, of course, 12 months Bonds Level web hosting from VertBiz.com.
All right. Here we go. Your name's your buzzer. Who's got noise in the background?
I do. Thank you.
All right, David. Here we go. Question number 1. Who do we know that heard over Thanksgiving? Please pass the turkey. Oh, that's right. We don't have one because you're a loser.
David.
Go ahead, Christy.
Dan.
Dan Lewis is right. Well, the show has a huge head.
David, Gerald.
David, go ahead.
JD.
And still knows that Dan's show failed because he's talentless. Who on the show steals stuff?
Christy.
Christy, go ahead.
Dan.
Dan O'Malley is right. And knows that Dan doesn't have enough talent to pull off doing his own show. Next question. Who do we know that bought his mom a box of chocolate?
Gerald.
Go ahead, David.
Trey.
Yes, bought his mom a big box of bonbons for Christmas, almost guaranteeing that he's going to get him some anal. Who on the show only gets to keep the spare change from his wife?
David Gerald.
David, go ahead.
Dan Lewis.
And knows that Dan can't do his own show. But we know that bangs his mom.
David.
Chrissy.
Go ahead, David.
Trey.
And know that Dan has no discernible talent. Who'd we lose? David Christie?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. We lost whoever the other guy was. Gerald. Where am I? There it is. Who on the show is known in his apartment complex? Go ahead, David.
JD.
JD is right. As the scary naked man with the enormous head. Who do we know that would rather eat dog food? Go ahead, David.
Dan Lewis.
Dan Lewis is right. For the rest of his life than chew on one skin tag for a great job. Who on the show is so full of the Christmas spirit?
David.
Go ahead, David.
JD.
Nope. That he has even offered a total loser his old job back.
Chrissy.
Christy, go ahead.
Russ.
Russ is right. Who do we know that after a night of drunken sex spends the next morning in the bathroom trying to scrape Mama Dookie?
David.
Off his...
David.
David.
JD.
No.
What? Damn it.
Christy?
Trey.
Trey is right. Wow. I don't know. That wasn't really a good read. Maybe misunderstood. Who do we know that will ride a stick horse for minimum wage? David, go ahead.
Dan Lewis.
But wants to chew a skin tag for a real job. Who do we know that was asked to pack his teats and go home? David, go ahead. Tassos is right. I'm doing this one again. Who do we know that is making extra money for the holidays with his Touch a Loser for $1 booth in front of Walmart? David, go ahead.
Dan Lewis.
Dan Lewis is right.
I don't think they can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Who on the show feels like he's back on the Eagle?
David.
Go ahead, David.
Dan Lewis.
No. Christy, go ahead.
Dan Lewis.
Nah, it's still one.
David.
David?
Dan O'Malley.
I don't even have to finish. Who on the show feels like he's back at the Eagle because he's screwing Valerie and emailing Dan Lewis? There we go. I got it. Go ahead, David.
Russ.
Fine. So you get it?
Oh, I didn't tell you. Guess who I got an email from? Let me finish this.
Okay.
Guess.
I don't know.
Just guess.
Mothra, that chick.
No.
I don't know.
That's the only person you could think of?
That would be weird. Off the top of my head, somebody that's that wouldn't email you.
Somebody I absolutely ripped an a-hole on the air. I got an email from him.
I'm sure. Oh, I know who.
Who?
You're Rich Bear.
Yes.
You're kidding.
How would you pick him out of everybody?
Just because he just had the Eagle reference. And I was thinking of people you would.
What, Dan?
To.
That's what I thought. Either Tom Scher or Rich Barra.
Yeah. I'll read it to you in a second.
And you said ripped him an a-hole.
Yeah. Last one. Who do we know whose kids wish he would die?
Dan Lewis.
Yes.
David obviously wins.
Try pack of DVDs including... Jesus.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. David gets a tri-pack of the DVDs, including Shallow Hal, There's Something About Mary, and Me, Myself, and Irene. Make sure to catch Stuck on You in theaters December the 12th. Also, Peace on Earth, Bronx Teddy Bear. Larry Norris Fitness for a month, plus his book, Living Lean, and 12 months bronze level web hosting service from VertBiz.com, the official web host of Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show.
This is Russ Martin.
It's after 7. I don't have time for this email. You know what? It's not that long. Okay. This came in this morning at 6:33. All right. Russ, I'll keep this brief. Also, for anybody that doesn't know, Rich Barrow was the turd that worked with me over at the Eagle in the Morning show that they pushed on me, and then the little jackass starts going to everybody else on the show and is telling them, hey, you know what, I was brought in to save this thing. I should still fly out to Phoenix and kick his ass. Every inch of it.
Let it go. It's 3-4 years ago.
Come in, says, hey, I'm here to fix the show. The show that's already got I'll be God.
Don't wind yourself up over this.
Dan Lewis was the first one to buy into it.
I know. He's going to get him a contract.
He's going to get me a contract. And he's got all these different bits. Oh, and just be careful what you tell him, because I think he's a dweeb. No, really, he's going to get me a contract. He likes me. I ain't reading this now. It'll piss me off for the Christmas party.
All right, don't be pissed off.
Now I'm morose because of the Brumley CD, and now I'm pissed off because of this.
Don't be morose. That's good. We can maybe sell that, and the money can go to Laura.
Dan's wife?
No, I'm sorry. Laura Brumley.
Oh, makes more sense to go to Dan Lewis's wife.
Yeah, kind of does. But I think Al would like that. The music's pretty. I'd like to get a copy of that.
We ain't going to check with his wife. We're just going to burn it and sell it.
Okay.
She's out of town.
All right. Yeah, when's she coming back?
What is she going to do?
Well,
she's going to come back and say, no, I don't want the cash. I don't need help with all his tumor bills.
Right.
Now I can't shake this.
Well, shake it. Have a cocktail. Do you have any whiskey? You haven't been drinking all day today.
Yeah, you're right, I haven't.
No. And all the dweebs from this whole company are going to be hanging on you tonight.
I don't want them hanging on me.
Well, then you need to assign somebody to keep them off you.
Eddie, you're not going, are you? Runts. Pissed off for the rest of the night. Yeah, Jason?
Hey, Russ, calm down. Take you a nice long tug off the blackjack. Look where you're at, and look where Rich Bear is at. Put it all in perspective.
I know. It was just the whole idea of coming in and trying to, the basic divide and conquer crap and doing everything behind my back. He could have come to me and said, hey, look, I really want to be a part of this show. Here's some ideas I want to do. What do you think? Instead, he's just trying to go around and get everybody on his side and then try and go, I'll beat.
Around comes around.
I know. And I need to go around to Phoenix.
Here, it doesn't make you happy.
What?
I grabbed that a while ago. You threw it away. Sing that. Just sing it. Just sing it.
It's a dance song.
It's sing it. Just don't show Eddie. Just sing it.
And he's already heard it.
It's funny. It'll change your mood.
I feel better.
There you go. See? That's all it takes. Especially the second chorus.
Why the hell would Dan Lewis think he could go off and do his own show? What would get into his head? He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. I don't think he's bagging Dutch Boy.
No,
what the hell is wrong with him?
I don't know. Sometimes when you see somebody do something that appears to be easy, not knowing what you're going through, standing there, you think you can do it. People think they can act all the time, and they can't.
Let me get the plug music ready.
Okay.
All right. Bomb sides. You know your show took a big nosedive. You were hoping it would take you just a little further down the line. That's where you spend your time. To keep your stomach aching, you'd lick a Japanese from behind. Smelling those Asian farts. Eating yellow Pop-Tarts. You'll enjoy the pool with your face in MSG stool. You're right, I feel better.
I know you would.
All right, let's go.
For information about the Russ Martin Show or anything else, go to russmartin.com. Information and links are at russmartin.info. Email during the show is studio@russmartin.com. Other sites are johndavidryan.com, eddievoigt.com, danandtassos.com, joelightfoot.com, and the Dan Lewis Show. limogeorge.com. Limousine service provided by Ultimate Limousines. Contact George at limogeorge.com and everything else. Oh, we forgot about Jethro. Jethro'scasino.com. Also for Dr. Natasha, it's loveteacher.com and or I'm having a monkeybaby.com. Everything else is at live1053.com.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.